Ununya we jawa Kanadi jawa Oine jawa Compre mo jawa Kebede MBA jawa Kanadi jawa Oine jawa Compre mo jawa Kebede Oine jawa Kanadi jawa Oine jawa Compre mo jawa Kebede Agyapong'S jawa Kanadi jawa Oine jawa Compre mo jawa Kebede
Anyway, ya said that to Ashe, with the Munamfo, Kennedy or in Agyapong. I a friend a comprepon and Munam. One a papaye, Nahumobro, Tima, Abadaye, and any Yuma, and Shimuni. A comprepon, Ghana to 4 hours.
Training brana uboyo nyama gina meka dia tro kronko na kampate mo ne kwagyen anu ase na meka yo everybody is watching yansa atemo no ebegina wodo na wo broso nenye patenti kaza wodo ni akochi we see yo Welcome to me, Ubaya, Bememe Dianidio. Sarana, you come to me, Ubaya, Bememe Dianidio. And bring me that Jano, Ubaya, Befram into my me, your one and so, Ubaya, Befram, Copio. Ariana Zoo, Obaya, Obesramio, Nebrami, Devias, and also Obaya, Obabegame. I dare you, Padawaye, I come back on Shira Dawson. I dare you, Padawaye, I come back on Shira Dawson. Yankada was here, the Cramponda was here, Mobro Moda was here, Olivier was here, Take man that was you, and Sana Wowo, Sarasuna Jiwalaka, Onusu that was you, and Sana Wowo. Compre Ebi Krento Mesume Dawasio Medawasio Mobo Dondo Media Dawase Ebe Kane me come at you. Oh, dear to me, young free. Papa Yenti, Diwagro. Jima Baba, I come pass or best subscribe. Now I share my for so any be ashe ediamai. For comment bra making kind ediamau baby I will be ano. So the channel not to our own right. Then best subscribe channel na my share my for so any be entry. Ne for comment bra making kind ediamau. YouTube Strong Voice Network, YouTube Strong Voice Network making kind ediamau. And as a number net that screen is no 508 304 2825 508 304 2825. For comment first making kind of ma me na production team ase general baby a obia no ye chia ye Gideon onso ye chia papa ye afi John Odame Zobo onso ye chia Kwesi Ninsen Benjamin Dixon Tai Ketri Obi Emmanuel Sego Emmanuel Etu o Canada baby a obia ni chia papa ye me big boy Fifi Uncle Fi o New York Uncle Fi baby a obia no Yankopon Inshira Bebre a big boss and I'm a boss Mr. Kofi Opombrenya o New Jersey Yankopon Inshira Mr. Albert Broby o Virginia Yankopon Inshira afi so Evelyn Dakwa also o New York Evelyn baby a obia no Yankopon Inshira Bebre emfamaye afi so me ma me baako Endra say o ti say o bo o ma me fo din a o mo midin ma entwiwa o Spain Inyaki eni Nico William ma entwiwa o Spain ma o hwehwe nde bia ma ba bia obia no Yankopon Inshira onka ho emo ho ban amai mommy na nyame adom se wo ho ye nyame Inshira Bebre afi ma Babs Cooker ma Babs o UK ma Babs onso Yankopon Inshira ma George na bafo me ma me ba akoso no ma George na bafo o Germany ma George na Yankopon enka ho masa onso Yankopon enka ho afi so SK o Japan SK Yankopon enka ho James Japan Jimmy o police officer o Bronx New York onso Jimmy Yankopon Inshira Bebre mai afi wa o hwe me wa o tie me wa o subscribe ne wa unsubscribe nyina che obi amfa no comment mra making kind am ne mo subscribe to channel no emfa maye mo subscribe to channel no emfa ma ene magu apono so papa ena no pay ena wie na nwumre ene magu apono so na yebekọ Ghana the street of Medina yene yakọ Ghana ne Medina fo akọ twetwe nkomo se nipa bay ena SNPP for the ne ba onbeto maba e de ama na sen na Medina fo eka yebebo ama wa hwe me wa wuti me obenya bi ahwe afi sa kokumase ye ne Mr. Daniel Boatin adodo na friend Master Dan atwetwe nkomo Master Dan so akasa betie Master Dan de ono so ede baaye ene dia okan eka ho no ye de bebro afi ye ne lawyer William Kusi so atwetwe nkomo ono so akasa ede asem na lawyer Kusi so eka ye bebo ni nyina ede amamte ye ne program packed so on for comment my best bebre for comment bra na making kind them strong voice network making kind them and I say number na that screen is 508 304 2825 508 304 2825 oh check Ken's hour on strong voice network best bebre subscription dey ehia pa best subscribe no wa share my for enya bi ahwe me ho messages kakra aba me read these messages ni nyina ede amamo nti obia time chuku me read obia message aba no mo message mo mane noso na mo share my for enya bi enhwe otiase aha sapepepe fingers tube I say Ken all the way yeah that's Richard Osu I say Ken all the way yeah that's Miss Joan I say get me to why Miss Joan we chill we great beauty me chia oni abeku ni efira de bia sa wo monitor intia wo monitor nka bo se de bia oni abeku ni kan say efira me chia mo nti Yankopon enka wo bebre ma feel Miss John ma feel won ma ya ka de ba me de ma feel why the flow on return me call nti eja yeti be bidin Ghana Beyond it say we are live that say get connected fast also yeah that say also you won't fight right now wait even more Miss Joan yeah that's say Kinzaro also Ken for you yeah that's say Francis Ade also let Ken be Ken also yeah that's Mary boy say no Ken no vote yeah that's say on one also let Ken be Ken yeah that's yeah let Ken be Ken there so them kind let Ken be Ken t-shirt ne be available be say yeah e be available e be na shemi open red obenya open white obenya open blue obenya open black obenya papaya solid TV CEO and nesa kan de endra na ogigi dem papa na trum say f or Sunday picture no e de mame na f ata no papa nti papaya obabi a obia no Yankopon enhira obebre emfamaye se de bia no oka honorable Ken ho eton no bon ho dawuro support may yes spread the honorable Ken message no nti ye das papa payi questioning nso bia obia no ye chia now ye nana opemso asantemawura e ka asem bi kire MP4 yentie ye ba ye be kokumase ne Madina ne ne kafo atwetwe nkomo
ya wasa o party for no hu say ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa no Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no party no ya wasa o party for no hu say ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa no Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no party no ya wasa o party for no hu say ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa no Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no party no ya wasa o party for no hu say ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa no Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no party no ya wasa o party for no hu say ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa no Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no party no
asantemawura na akasa no otu MPP fofo omantie ye bisa say this time ombeti anase omuntie Ghana fo akasa Strong Voice Network etisi Mandina Mountain so ene Ghana fo bi ene mo akasa na nsem mo kan nyan ebebo amabi so enya bi ati now eye mo hwe me mo amotie me pese me twemo adwene eba bibi so ebe mfie kakra ni na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia emra no vice president no okuchia eyura John Dramani Mahama o sala program ase anase inuanum kremufo program ase na otutu bi ma former president Mahama pa na okan ne kasa na okan house mu na mente house ba mabisa obi no wa kire me nti wa wo hwe me wa wo te house no me be bo video na ma wa hunemum no de wo mu nyina ne se chief imam no mu di sala ena as usual onse du ho a amanyoko mpanifo nyina ekọ enom nyina kabom edi sala se de du Christmas a ye nyina amanyofo mpanifo se wo ye kremo no ho ye onyina kabom ekọ nsor dem ekoda nyame ase no sapepepe na ye former president Mahama ye na odu program na se a okasa wiye no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so nya opportunity se obekasa na sembei eno kache His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sala program no ase enchim menti house ba nipa na med botre no nchim ode ma me ne se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya akwanya okasa na asem okan ne se kremofo ana Muslims eno manyam omu program eno moye enti John Dramani Mahama ebeye dan ho anase sisi ade na dwen asesan onomba besom anase wo tuba enti no aba program ase no o twetwe na no sa tu di Malam John ofre His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Malam John na yebebo eno sa video no nemo yebesa kire mo se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no okokase mu wo ha na wasi akiri na okoka different thing baby na mpenfo wasem bi omka se de ode enwanse na ode ahwede ba fie no no na ode enwanse na ba fie ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene team anas ono akana ne di anim se kufo elusi ye ne yamfa anhye religion anane tribe males elusi ye in 2004 no yamfa anhye tribe anase religion nanado elusi ye 2008 2012 yamfa anhye ne tribe anase religion John Dramani Mahama sabe lusi biom in 2016 2020 yamfa anhye religion anane tribe ba ne se no no kwa de olusi ye dia edition religion and the tribe na ne refi so no na beka kire se we kremoni ti kremofo beto o maba e de ama no honorable sechemen sabunsu ekan bi anodom pre NPP form na mo di Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia chi ni nyinara ene delegate ndodo na no nom gina so e to ma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so what the way preachy na ekọ na anye ni eka ho asem de a o si ni ho kwan se yebeka na yentie ansem a okan ye proud to elections no yebesa abo emra ohia His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ewo kremofo program ase asem okan ni din o de frɛ no yeti yebasisi a
otie asem a zongofo eka enano asem de pao zongofo say omunjindi se MPP omudi Dr. Bawumia beba but omudi ne badia omubetu amano sana omukaya omubetu amano amba enti ushe north na ushe zongwa two strongholds Dr. Bawumia begina ebeto form so NDC to me win election voter region me call Gina voter region making more votes I'm a MPP where voter region making more votes I'm a voter and yes sir making voters so making anti almost strongholds no you na ebe shaky omo enintina omusuro Dr. Bawumia sano and yes sir because omunyina nim se me begina ho a mema omu showdown otie asama zongofo eka enano asem de pao zongofo say omunjindi se MPP omudi Dr. Bawumia beba but omudi ne badia omubetu amano sana omukaya omubetu amano amba enti ushe north na ushe zongwa two strongholds Dr. Bawumia begina ebeto form so NDC to me win election voter region me call Gina voter region making more votes I'm a MPP where voter region making more votes I'm a voter and yes sir making voters so making anti almost strongholds no you na ebe shaky omo enintina omusuro Dr. Bawumia sano and yes sir because omunyina nim se me begina ho a mema omu showdown otie asema zongofo eka enano asem de pao zongofo say omunjindi se MPP omudi Dr. Bawumia beba but omudi ne badia omubetu amano sana omukaya omubetu amano amba enti ushe north na ushe zongwa two strongholds Dr. Bawumia begina ebeto form so NDC to me win election voter region me call Gina voter region making more votes I'm a MPP where voter region making more votes I'm a voter and yes sir making voters so making anti almost strongholds no you na ebe shaky omo enintina omusuro Dr. Bawumia sano and yes sir because omunyina nim se me begina ho a mema omu showdown otie
we Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono ankasa nanum ton enokoka sansem we say dia Ghana for ni zongofo nyina kan say anakramofo nyina kan say omunyi ni say NPP ede kremoni ono Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebeba nemum say NPP for etimi de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba ombeto zongofo no beto amano asam mpese mbisa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene campaign team no ene managers ni nyina say research by eno mo ye ntia omo ye sa campaign no research by eno mo ye ehu se kramofo se Dr. Mahmoud NPP for the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba ombeto ama no na etobitrim enom de kotoma no na fe ukoto wie also bema omo oba no anase NPP for toma ma in northern region and in a cancer voter region no bema NDC ni John Dramani Mahama showdown eba ne se no omo mama showdown a ye ka ho asema o se eni kwase ye ka won yes mpenfo se e wanoma bi we friend anoma kokone oko atifi ko hunu nsuo no aba na afọ abebisa yenko eye yenuanom kremofo program ase emra eye His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko ho a John Dramani Mahama ba ho no asem a o ka kire eye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yenko tie no ye ba ne ya to so
Sofon shugaban kasa John Mahama ya gora kamar shi maluma ne ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ne iyi tuba ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ne iyi tuba ko ba haka ba sai mu duka mun yi fatiya mu basi sai iyi tuban na ba haka ba Malam John Sofon shugaban kasa John Mahama ya gora kamar shi maluma ne ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ne iyi tuba ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ne iyi tuba ko ba haka ba sai mu duka mun yi fatiya mu basi sai yi tuban na ba haka ba Malam John Sofon shugaban kasa John Mahama ya gora kamar shi maluma ne ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ne iyi tuba ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ne iyi tuba ko ba haka ba sai mu duka mun yi fatiya mu basi sai yi tuban na ba haka ba Malam John
we eye asama aye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekache eye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ewo sala program ase na menti house da nipa na okire mu kire me no se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bisa se obeye den ewo kremofo program ase ana we se watuba enti na oba otuba den e be friend Malam John ono ni bi na no e ka sansem we so eba ne sei na sisi ade aba wankasa uguye no utwa de a na se yetwa brɛ de a o si hey ma yentwa sa aba no emfamrɛ o nipa da sani nipa da sani ma me read message sa ba me say ya Dina Mountain so ye ne Ghana for akotwetwe nkomo ye bebo ma me da Benjamin Dixon tay ene eye Florence ase ye bebo ama obi anya bi ate Kinzaro se Ken for you ye da say Francis Adai say let Ken be Ken ye da say Mary Ebo say no Ken no vote let Ken be Ken Mary Ebo bi mo say Honorable Ken Agyapong will be the next president of Ghana ye da say Kwame TV3 or say I'm watching live from Ofanko 7-day junction and I'm already connected. So I'm waiting for my t-shirt. Okay. Ope bia number na that screen is no the offer. Metro and I say be hwekwan be fasa unsa ebeka. Set Opoku or say good afternoon. Yeah, that's set. Ma Babs or say still no Ken no vote. Or say hello Safo. Ma Babs. Hello ma. Also free show ni so ende. Now the fantino ne brofo no frɛ from me wate. Yeah, that's or say Ken must tread cautiously because Baumia is wolf in sheepskin. That's my babs. Charles Donny, or say I'm highly connected. Also, yeah, that's me, John. I say my babs. Good morning, please. How are you doing? Hopefully you are fine. Long time, mommy. Okay, or that's it. Set or say let can be can also that's Gaddafi or say the stupid laughter is what I dislike. Okay, also yeah that's it. Or say is that his real voice or it's AI? Just want to know, please. No fight. Me patch on the real voice, no why. Me patch will be brave. Or say yet the NDC rather shook the stronghold of the NPP. Ma babs, no. Or say it again, on Gaddafi. Baumia thinks we are doing politics, political comedy. Martin Yirinchi dance or say which TV can I watch? Strong Voice Network channel, but enche your TV stations and radio stations are on peke you show no live from her. You can't our show no peke no live. It be nyame dom na bibia to yi from next month no from July no no bibia ebeba so kama on peke. And today if we bibia with the station needing ebe to dwa. I will say I meant TV station. Okay, that's his real voice, Miss Joan. It's so irritating. My babs no. Doris Boating, or say how are you doing, bro? Yeah, that's it. Me who ye papa. Tinampons, or say no can no vote can all the way. Yeah, that's it. OG, or say in can we trust as our incoming president. Also, yeah, that's Safo. I will join again, please. Let's talk later after the show. Me pacho. Opesa ya kasa dia wa friend because my friend so many times I want for. Into opesa ya kasa dia wa Miss Joan wa friend. Why? Yeah, that's it. Also, I'm doing very well by His Grace, Miss Joan. Okay. Now not bad for Akutu. Also, can no vote in Ken we trust. Yeah, that's it. Flumina Yabua mention. Also, I'm fully connected. Why is that? Why is it that Ose Chimensa Bones and Akomia have hatred towards Honorable Ken? Me pretend the Oma Masema. Why? Dennis Arjun Chere also have a good job. Yeah, that's it. Porsche also let Ken be Ken. Yeah, that's it. Oma, you see, and you maybe was say ye tears ye. Ye nipa ye tibia ebe haye. Nanso, they will say ye tears ye and say, Obi time wo ne ba, na ne ba asore tia no. It happens all the time. Bi wa ne ba baako. Ne ba ntimi sore tia no. Bi wa ne ma nyina timi kabom. No mo sore tia omo maame anaso mpa na sa wofo ne nyina. Obi so wa ne man bebre ba baako etimi sore tia no. Sa na tie wiase. Ye nipa isi all the time. So honorable can eboa obi, and so honorable can etiti obi, and so honorable can ehwe obi na later obi ni bonia na so sore tia na. Mama no ha yen. Ne mom no de say yen say de bia ne kwenkoto yenima ye mom pai ma papa no honorable Ken said de bia enema ewo ni mu de anyankopon epese obeye ema oman Ghana no obeye e de ama oman Ghana yentie ye former president Kufo owia ye de Madina interview no ebeto so 2 MPP 44 yentie ye wia ye de yewura asante hen de ebeksa aka ho biom ne de Madina de no aka ye wia na fe ni Masadan ne lawyer William Kusi adwin komo yentie former president Kufo ye ba ye beto so.
That's the party. We want power. Let's close rank. Reconciliation, unity. If we are not learning to reconcile, and if we are also not learning that Ghana is awake and getting more and more critical, especially of the politicians. Grassroots. We must not take grassroots for a joke. Another quote, and then I will thank you and declare from here that I've launched the institute. Dr. Afarajan, who used to be the electoral commissioner. It was he who said, elections are won at the polling station. I gave you the analogy. I live in my fine bungalow. My children, they are all grown, they've gone. When it comes to voting, perhaps it's just my vote I can go and cast. But the man at the gate, the watchman, has 2, 3 wives, got 10 children. If I do not secure his trust and understanding to support me, do you think I can win that election? So grassroots. Let everybody feel counted. And it's not a matter, just a matter of going to dish out money. It's not just dishing out money. Let the people trust that you, when you have chance, you serve the good interest, inclusively of all of us, humanity. That's the central vision, the central belief. We talked down Kwabuzia Dombo. What they believed in was common humanity who must be respected and be given dignity of humanity. If we do this, then I tell you we have no problems. And the institute that I seize this occasion to launch, I pray God should bless it and should be an institute to impart deeper awareness of what getting involved in party means. It's all about power. Power, if you don't have power, you are dead. That's what it is. So we must know the nature of power, must learn how do we get everybody in the community to appreciate that we are capable when entrusted with power, to use it to serve the general populace, to make life better and happier for all of us as humans. This is what the Institute should be about. So I bless the Institute, and I use this occasion to launch it. God bless all of you. Thank you. That's the party. We want power.
We a future former president for Edema NPP for Yentie Asantemeura. Yaba near the Masadan Den Atwaso.
Ono hu se ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho. Onwene Ghana de ho se de momo pe no party no kwa. Ya wo se o party fo no hu se ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho. Onwene Ghana de ho se de momo pe no party no kwa. Ya wo se o party fo no hu se ye nyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho. Onwene Ghana de ho se de momo pen wo party no kwa. Ya wo se
Asantemeura say NPP for koto aba akoyi flag bearer. Momo nhwe flag bearer party for ne penimum. Mom pep flag bearer Ghana for pe. And then a candidate by en Ghana for expect say NPP for the ombeba. Yenko eye Medina. Yen joining eye Florence ene Benjamin Dixon Tay or the streets of Medina. Yenko ti in sama Ghana for eka. Yeba yebeto aso.
Shafo ina kwa basonko efa embra eye Strong Voice Network Television esu enani aba bepiemu ewo eye Madina nkrapompuni mantemu asam ena make na ye ina yenim se akato ene brom ene che se NPP amayoko na ye ina yenim se Ghana fo ina edo omo no omo kwakoyi omo flag bearer edi eye akono enim na mebisa sa wan pa ena wasafata se yeto aba no ede ma no meche delegate fo no wan pa na wasafata se yeto aba no ede ema no na odi NPP amayoko no enim Kennedy akropeku Agyapong'S se ni wesinipi se eyade a wobo ne ho mode pase ame ya adom a eche se wo kwakofa eye nkata ede ne setintem so ema Ghana for delegate for enye ne mugide ato aba no ede amano sanso ena omo aka no so eche se omo su gbechira omo so etoto ayampia ede eba park no eso mame amakojiba ene mede masa so beka me ho ne yaje Ghana for ina adwenkyere ede afa ya papa Kennedy akropeku Agyapong ena fa ye NPP amayoko na Yankopon ye aduma on the 31st of January 2026 ye kwa to omoso aba na ye yi eye kendini e di NPP amayoko no enim no ipa na yes delegate for to aba the man
oh media kama adwen se ke nyina Ghana for baka enwa bomo Kennedy o me president na o che president
Kennedy Agyapong
okay kaya Anthony so abani de bana ka media ka be pepa
okay
every me ma me to Kumasi Bawumia na ye lusu ye se ga Kennedy ba ka bana ko me fa ni easy kura obi a check ni visa wo ye good and kasa Kennedy na mi shiran be bi obi a eti media ka ma me nko am dia ka Kennedy dia ye don o man ni na don NDC for cry that candidate pon me se me na meka NDC for cry check candidate o mo can say candidate na ban ko beto ama me
na nka me pese me bisa o say nti say wo gidi say NPP for the Kennedy eba NDC for na beto ama Kennedy
me na meka to me ye sure obi abeto ama na say ni o mo kasa o mo se candidate na ba ye Government to Swaba, combat MPP. Ethically, yes, Wamra. Media more beer, my baby, and Obi Bandis, MPP, beside Lusu, is a Canadian, Canadian, ma, Mimina America, is a Canadian ma, MPP, position on the debate 30 years. Yeah, Canadian, but yeah, I'm a 4 years, you chop MPP by any dear. Kennedy, your woman, and I bet you our work too. Obia than Obioti, what more do you have some children? I want one bottom stand away, young papa, the Benyan, she and soda. It's all mamma now, my dear MPP, dear. They be on both what says, oh, is a small boy, cheddar, crab, baby, shoe MP. Mina may catch them. So I'm back, Kennedy, Badia. A free bond. Mama,
ye shemwa NPP for say enjamu kwa delegate for by nipa betumi abo NPP 2028 selection. Why pa na wo hwa nipa 5 Kennedy ba wo mia ye redu chume free yakoto dan na champion. Eja why na wo hwa eye NPP for the never delegate for no.
You the NPP for the ba Ghana for nyina betuma to abama no. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong.
Okay.
So no dia amadia anya dia beto aba.
Okay.
Bo yadi kan ba omi akọ. Amna ko guye ni mase.
Okay.
Yo 138 MPs. Ye wi acha beka 88. Vote wa omampanyini akufo nya ya. Ori ye no ba omi aba e wa nyamu afupo. Ti sramo. So mo pesa 2028 yetimi wi ni abana dia. Mu forget say ni pa for nya mo makina Japan nya dey. E medi party ni. Ghana for Pekin Japan and a party for Pebawumia. Nemos of the party for Nachi, I go for Bawumia bar. There's no trouble at you. Come on for care.
They are working now, Pastor, just NPP from penny for their selfish.
100%. 100%. Now, when you're selfish, I didn't think I buy a better. Nipa 5 Nekotu. No more Nipa 68. I got tobacco for which can on young people. Or support the party. No, he didn't hear when I'm support Mumia, no Monto. No more support what tobacco. When was that in Japan, but I would discover Chimutino. Mombasa in Japan. Yes, you have said Omra. So that I will be entering we are going to seek. No, but my boy, my time I should say, the business. Man, ebe do man any major school for because here businessman we Ghana a business style we China for business omo dey say tam any school to mo obi o businessman e me di party nanim na mo youth na youth nya adwuma pa dey enye
eja what is say NPP for keka say NPP amayoku ni obi a wote bro for say obi a wako school and e dey ni di party nanim na nya obi a we baby adwuma eja what be say na
imagine
okay
na we aso ka say obi a wako school ko bebu maya obre ko e ka maya so my be gina industry business any more my gina we the Ghana the person na ya ba adwuma owe ko ti ko amani ba no se na ya ba adwuma ya adwuma ye obi wan kura mienu ebi wan miensa ebi wan nine aye tu amoka correct ya adwuma ye kura advance ye nyesa kura to bi o ya ba adwuma ejiro omumu ye je sro wo se mumpo bi o ti business ase no mo country ne nye school no ho ne mo business first
eja da se na ya person Alpha Kennedy amen.
Me fa chepe na tru manto mankoto.
Okay.
So man fa na madia but all minto 10 years kwa minto.
Na se wonim se ne yansa ehye delegate fu enum because omo no mbe kwakwa yikendi ni edi amaye.
Omo do ese no mo ye ne de enye. Omo ye se enye. Omo nyi ne ye pemaye. Okay. So mo antuni sa de so into baneta. Ne pati be tsan fuji sa ache.
But abetumi aka bibi kaka che NPP penny for the delegate for mo NPP mo amaye.
Ne mo ka che mo se ne ye pe no omo nye maye. Okay. Ne do na pe no omo nye maye. Omo komo de ndi enti mo aye. Ye pe ne omo nye maye. No. Okay. Some putting ebe konenim. Okay.
Yewra John Agyapong'S for second term or third term. Sanso na na do so call third term. When did you say assignment ba wo me chance for flow?
There be ba we already Kusi do mo wi omo de. They all trust you no we no. Omo wi omo de. Onu kwa me lu support no. Sa papa no. Ti on ye on tell bi kra no ko dwe no. You know.
Because na Ghana for who second dinina NPP for the day or money went to me and bow kind bia so I want some kind bia or kind but looking at 2028 election I enter baba bekono wo sha say nipa 5 for the because of boy omuti Kennedy Akopeko Japan Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawomi ayera edutum and afa free yakoto Brian na champion Eja, we shall say for 5 why na or sapata. Yeah, counted from top to down. Why na number 1 why should na berry?
You mean as every I say Ghana politics. Kakra we say na omuntie form phone, the form for beka.
Okay.
But the form for beka no so ya ewu. I say o ma no, say yin hu say to na peka in Japan. Okay. As a Ghana for peka in Japan, but party didn't pay. Okay. And no problem. So say 2028 omba power dia omaba ken amadia enya de omba power because obia peken to mo de so de ken beba
omomo mo de so mo de ken beba na ye hwemu nso a delegate na so mo kwoto abansa yet memufo no yetumi de yekopromoti akwa akwakira ya adwen delegate for no mo be kira mo adwen no eya mpempi no mo di sikechi no mo ato aba ubetumi aka bibi kaka de akire delegate because ese ne ye Ghana for timemfo ye nse delegate for enu
but the tia look na say no madu once akwa say delegate ye ko toba omkoyi omko promise na obu sika kese
kenni de maye ya
edisika sikechi no makoyi de ye fadam la okay e ko aka last 2024 man toba because delegate ko toba na ko sika bele ko toba me
nyɛ ko mo man to no ho
ba man to ata se man to e de zero ye be chebu se delegate for omunyi obi a oman for the pen no munya sika je no ko fa wrong person ba ba ne de don san to ma no
okay na sese no ye hwem no wo se Kennedy na wo pe wo se kan ne ya to aba ye delegate for to aba free from no mu dia ko presidency sese no ye ra Justin Frimpong ko dua ye chocho ni pani owo NPP amayo ko mu dia ba se ye ba sha se de free solo ye presidency ne ya ba be we sent ni na ne se wo sha ye fa ye ra ye stick am di se wonim sika okay yera sika yi na nime didi yera Kennedy Akopeko Japan nechi iti kwan bi so se Kennedy wi sika so betumi alusi ne sit wo sha asa abotaye ni ntipa na omode from top to down na banana
o se me obusa eno betuma bem because o me se abana ye koto no first ye tu fiase e be da so
the Korea president
so se o me se o ye fan feel go for na se delegate go toba me ba dwen se o me se delegate go toba Kenya Oma ha say I campaign ti ano. Owe say so egusi aga. Wala say. So say oma plan dia omunja na no ken no vote.
What say?
No ken no vote.
It's what the whole come one.
Kennedy Japan or na kwa ma no.
Alhaji Mahmoud Bawomi ayera edutum. Efri yakoto Brian champion why na wo sha say delegate for to abama no. Na obo 2028 election e when people amayoko no.
To me the ken na
Pacha dentia.
Can bow bit my boy YouTube. Okay. We are ready for him.
Okay. Yeah. Today no bet me catch delegates.
So delegates no mo ma yan ndaho. Because you see say na we are still on the challenge. See mo amuni system no. Okay. Yen hwe de bit me etimi aboa YouTube no. Etimi am hwe Ken na bit me people there Ken na. Yeah.
But say we say delegate for your mo discount so much wa.
Delegate now. Me to side there. Me second time I'm about to happen.
Oh, okay. So we are quite down.
To say,
young first, I may have normal primaries. Yera Kennedy Akopeko Japan. Bawomi edutum Brian na champion free yakoto. Omo keka honi na no. Youngคนsay we from top to down. Why pa na we show betumi abo NPP.
Or maybe the Nkabeka can Japan because even 2024 let's say me Kennedy na mu say nko option nko ba because Ghana na politicians na Kennedy Japan you be aside the political career no wabua ama youth enya adwuma ye wa employ a lot of youth though politicians other politicians for no ma o ma be factories aye nyuma man for ye but Kennedy Japan when dey na like a dozen. Okay. And so imagine if I were not over president now on money chance in the companies or ma youth no dey enya adwuma ye.
Okay.
But
it's which NPP for 2024 no mulusi and Kennedy Omanfa number nti na mulusi.
Oh yeah. Say Kennedy ama no. E ma party mu che.
Okay.
Yeah, because Kennedy Agyapong youth no do na prefer Kennedy Agyapong. Me cabet.
Okay.
Enti Baumia we vice president, who know master mo the betting tax by. Okay. Then later who campaign say you abolish betting tax into no so and one the buy so it means who Ghana for say as a year Jimmy what they are but because you want power like you want power buy so by a year free.
Okay.
It means I'm to I say I do W3.
Okay, it is what to Abama NPP
not MPP like leader as
Bawomiano.
On say
boy Nanado man the betting tax ni you live in Nadia buy.
Okay, governance president without vice.
Okay.
And yet solid and yet valid. Yeah. So vice president you are the leader of the economic anything about the economy. It's about vice president the oil leader.
Yeah.
It's a economy now ko year. So what is the board no?
Okay.
Anti anko ye ni free Baumia.
And akopre kun Agyapong and afesu yewra eye educhum. Into way aya 11 ye gusu aye counted down ede ba ye behwe nipa wo betumi enya vote ni bebre na ede aboa eye NPP amayokuo no. Jomo a NPP for mo ba beto aba. Eji nipa betumi aboa NPP amayokuo no. Man fa na wo hwe fata se eye se yeto aba ndema no ye ready sise nipa mo yi omuti ye Kennedy Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ye ready chum na free akoto ene Brian na champion man pa na ye range a e betumi aboa.
Oh ni e kamenko a nka Kennedy mbra
ye ro Kennedy akopekweja
Kennedy mbra because on on buy an no youth from there or pay asem dada no so buy youth fi am bresa
okay so obo baby njuma
oh and ya dey da
sese no mo so mo beto aba no e dey free presidential mature delegate for aba no beto aba no dey free presidential baka na na ya na sa sese no wo hwe betumi aboa se bi o se ye si dan ya sha se free foundation asa ya frostro e ba ne se ye ku dan no so wo wiem aba lantern asiye si window ne door wan sa ye ba betu foundation wo hwe betumi aboa
oh and entumi ye gina so empinfo per se I don't be there one fan to a future. Okay. There was a big young say shall say free invitation. Maybe I'll call you and say, we shall see fit up. We say that back down and give him in December and start the young shall say free invitation. They are here now. I am trying once. I mean, it's a son.
It's also 2028. No more for Kennedy and Ben people to no position.
Because once you to find the idea, at the point of my casa and say, once Baumia na odi papa na na odi echi okay nti I say omu nyawa eduma bom Kennedy so na say the mai nti ke be ya no Kennedy mbra
ko nye minister da
Debi nti Kennedy no mbra ono ba youth phone na ye na ya tan echi okay once the bi oba ko bia youth phone say Kennedy nti ono ba e be boy yin na
bacho wo ye delegate when ma dey defend delegate to crowd. So looking at things, no say ya ba beto aba na kan na NPP mo ya beto delegate aba ya sha say e the free form answer omo dey afroso because you see dan ya sha dynasty free foundation say ya to e dey apostro e presidential no e na ya last ba we no mo kire mo a ya ba beto aba no e dey free show presidential e dey aba form to hwe no ne betumi aboa na wo hwa iwie mu be ko tumi akobi afa
to me dey make say this make say here
okay
I didn't know then the bomb admin so master for presidential for parliamentary
okay
we on the bia on person on me kuru ana you on my dream on person here so master for presidential too
okay
parliamentary me the
so wo shaba delegate for to about the manner obetumi abo NPP mo mu etumi enwi na election 2028
what do you have body bia na
yewra Kennedy akopekwe Japan educhum free year Baumia
no le offer Kennedy baba
Kennedy Japan
Kennedy bra what's the kind of like we be mutuma on otumi employ youth na yeni on be anything so ba I think they say bia on best na street aya bra no e adwuma bia ba on we say benya kakra timi me part dey come on to
Kennedy Japan na yanton okay me pa show looking at things kan na ya to aba e the delegate for to aba every asie presidency na ya last month so far no mo sha say the presidency wo sha to me di Kennedy akopekwe Japan won komo kakra
Kennedy me so no like hard man
okay
post talk crowd be on Madina Yesha. You know, like on sounds you're friendly to others. Or yeah, in story. Or yeah, story person. No be is read down on focus on business. Business and so there. You know say I should be business nana. Reach him. I think that can do a good better. Can the boy. How about so you to better man?
2024 NPP for Lucy election. What should the no Lucy election? Was it because of Nipa no modernity and Nimuna and Asa should be before for one?
Nipa odi onimu kan ona send your ban so the way economy ni sitene the trabet kro mo se mo ti taxi bi ni ada
no trabet won
me trabet ma me na ucha me ne de
Tatiana won
trabet sa taxi so no ti na hard asu na hard na how to be se na ko mi ko ngoto aba me mun se wo ma se mo views we bi kan ko to aba enye sa taxi no mo se bi kan ba ba ko no e be na ko kan ho ma o de increase akomo apa other opposition. So I tag them as I told Bush no chairman. You understand the idea.
Okay. So what feel
we Ghana for our more a young crime, Madina Abontinso, Ena Omo Achro Majuno. It is MPP for some more per Savia. We a crojing. Some more research team. Momo sifom enkom emonten so enko dwa so enko krum Ghana for betre nipa modene ba ye beto anaso beto maba ede amano Professor Aaron Michael Kwe eso akasa mse dodo na ate but ye bebo ama obi anya bi eti wi a na de master dance so e de ato so me read WhatsApp messages aba Mark also listening to you bro that say Mr. Mark we say let's talk after the show me pacho we show now bit me afre me I say I'm watching live, I'm watching now. Germany is fully connected. Mr. Okay, also that's say we say hi, I'm Odru and a strong supporter of Honorable Ken Agyapong. I support his dreams and visions, and I want to be part of this nationwide supporters and campaign for him. That's we are with me. Afra na so with me WhatsApp me. Na atwetwe nkomo. So with me the comment aba WhatsApp no number na that's no 508 304 28. Unu abema ohini kofisa phone. You best subscribe to channel na. Subscribe na share ma for so enya bi. Enhwe ma me read YouTube messages aba we are near day. Professor Aaron Michael Kwe and Masadan Diano Atoaso. Me Dennis or Sisa for good job. That's a Porsche or select can be Ken. That's Major and see you, Matiwai. That's Paul Kumson or select can be Ken. That's Edwin Lord. That's Ken is the man for the moment. Man of the moment, sorry. That's it. Or say the kinetic energy is infectious. Hey, my Babson, yes, find the wonderful. Oh, wow, Ghanaians are not ready for another Notna. Also, that's Florence Dazi. Also, hi, baby. God has done it all for Ken. The light is shining around Ken love. Also, that's it. Was P. Also, Germany is full connected. No one can bring Ken down. Our God, the gods of the land, the sea, and the earth says Ken's Kennedy o'clock. Also, that's Joas. Also has and Team Forger 10 to Honorable Ken's camp now. People to me near Bibia Esa. A wiser man board was a suffer. We must go put Reverend RTV on their toes because they have been falling too much. Oh, Makachamo, here you see, and never be her Montease. Honorable Ken team, ye de epe, ye de bit me, e de abo papa no. Say omo didi atem omo yes anemano. Some ufo some message. Omo vision, omo foresight, omo nyene sa ne mana omo ye no. Se ni candidate no e obibi outon no ebe ya nka on result into insult ne sa attacks no mo de ban. So oye na de se ufo se utie ne be hawa mentie. Me pa cho bebre ani di mo a me srew pi. Okay. Nana ama good from the Garden State, New Jersey, Honorable Ken all the way. Nanama also say I'm highly connected. Nanama say Thomas Eje also Nanasa for good job. Then please keep playing your tune voice in the video every time you start your program. Yeah, that's bodybuilders for Ken TV. Or say I'm duty, but I'm watching the program live on a low key. Yeah, that's bodybuilders for Ken TV. Thomas Aje, or say it's a great campaign message for Ken. Also, yeah, that's say I not say Abankwa Richmond. Or say Ken will win hands down. Yeah, that's say Onoabium or say Onab Ken all the way. Yeah, that's Ebenezer do. I say greetings from Ghana. Kennedy all the way, no size. Also, yeah, that's say Felix Haibo. Was it Ken all the way? No Ken, no vote. Yeah, that's it. Maybe Addison. Was it we are connected? Ken is Kenin. Also, yeah, that's it. Papa, yeah. Maybe Anderson. Oh, yeah, Fantini. Oh, yeah, that's Papa. Michael Atta. Say let Ken be Ken. Also, yeah, that's it. Felix Eduhine. Or say Piao Safo. Yeah, that's it. And Anama Ashanti. Or say Kennedy 2028. Yeah, that's Frank Afo. Or say Baumia is for president and Ken is for trade minister. Yeah, that's it. Also, baby say ba said not you say you show no obia hwebi. What you say? And yeah, on Ken supporters and Kwan. I can tell a message be kind Edma Mono. Yeah, that's it. Nanama Ashanti. I say please like the live. Yeah, that's Papa Pay. Nana Ma Ashanti. Or say Christoph Anane. Or say not nice go I can't come. Hunter West are already connected. Yeah, that's it. Florence also second Rollins Ghanaians need now. Yeah, that's Papa Florence. And the mommy now on my thumbs up. That's it, mommy. Yeah, also no Ken no vote. Yeah, that's it. Frank Afo Baumia all the way. Yeah, that's it. Frank Afo. Yeah, bodybuilders for Ken TV. Also Baumia has no okay. Maybe the bodybuilders for Ken TV message now. Yenti Professor Aaron Michael Kui. Na yeba. It dia kanyina beto also.
We are children of the UGCC. We have forebears. We have a tradition of respect, a tradition for the search for the truth, a tradition for self-emancipation. Men and women who will not tolerate injustice and go sleep. They would rather die. And that's why sometimes it pains me very much when I see signs of injustice in this party. That is not our way. Our founders did not set out to do anybody mafia. They were the custodians of fundamental. We are children of the UGCC. We have forebears. We have a tradition of respect, a tradition for the search for the truth, a tradition for self-emancipation. Men and women who will not tolerate injustice and go sleep. They would rather die. And that's why sometimes it pains me very much when I see signs of injustice in this party. That is not our way. Our founders did not set out to do anybody mafia. They were the custodians of fundamental.
We Professor Aaron Michael Kui. Inti we the NPP National Executives. And neck for Masuma. We are founding members and are founding fathers of NPP. Professor Aaron Michael Kui. One His Excellency John Agyapong Kufunyina. Umotu NPP 44. Na Ghana for so akasa. Tise mo pese mo wini power. Mo pe power pa dia. Ghana for achire mo say. Nipa aye friend Honorable Ken Ohene Agyapong. Ina mo de ne ba. Yebeto yaba. Ede amano. Yenko Kumasi. Na ye ne Mr. Daniel Boatin adodo na friend Master Dan entwetwe enkomo yeba na ya to aso
party for no who say yen nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina so adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no party no ya was our party for no who say yen nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina so adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no party no
Edin kanu mame nchia woni me nua ben matoa me wa ha mo baba ne medin komo afa sa
ya was our party
MMDCs no na me fa nchia nso ma obi a obetie bia MPP menyina echia obi a me se de ma MPP eko opposition no party na nkasa ne yesua bibia mfiri mu se yesua bibia mfiri mu a nka omo nsan nye saade na omo ye den because minim se national e de letter by say ma obi nyi nanim nko support obi a nimu ye ekura ya yewu na minim ni enti a MMDCs no omo astarte a omo ne MPs no omo ka bom omo yesa na me de mi hunu ni se e omo fu ezan se MMDC omo kura kan ho na MPP party ne yewe yes omo suban no omo ne ye kwan omo fa so ne omo manfo etena ho no mo no eno na ma omo we e ma party no eko opposition na biem omo ayo ma dwen se abaye aye kwatui ba omo abetime de nkunim nanso ne de me kasi pise to ama ha ni madwuma me ye se ba omo ontimi ni nkunim so omo pese omo maintain omo position ni nti na omo ko ba omo honde a ene because party ni omo nko ana sebi edi tumi mo omo so omo nya adwuma e wo party no ma ayeye ana omo hu se yewura ken ba papa no yubi a onsoso ne emahunu so se de na ado ne ba omo atena ho ma party no nsamfo ko so a ni nyina etwa betu se party ne ede ko opposition ko anya opposition kitwa opposition odoma nkoma bo ade kura na Africa ha me hunu bi da sa ban a wotu so na wo vice ye to no so aba na watima lusu mabe 2 million ne ankasa kura jemensen di MMDC ni ze mo de munya wo mo na o ma ankasa kura na ye fa o mu vote a ni ze o mu duru 1%. Di se ba se ye koto aba na ye polling station no ye na ye doso na ye no nso na ye de ba o mi akọ ye di kanachi na ye wie na ye san koto aba ma ba o mi ano ye hunu kwan a Ghana for de ba o mi e fa so de no nkire se yen san kodi o machi bi na se o ye MMDC na ya call election na candidate na wo san akotro support amano no polling station be 12 anya 0 MPP mu onu an constituency wono akura ni krom nye constituency keke ni krom ye tena ho no mo yes ye tena ho no mo ma ndisi for settle question ma say ya amfa islimini ama MPP party na cheze ya Asante for party enu nti no abana ye koto no mo ntoma ye ye de omo ye adwuma ne apake omo siwo ye tiase ye de party no e she ba omi ansa enye obi akekese o san ye vice sa fe kura na nka wo ba mu kura de a o ye vice ye ma wo kwan ma wo ko ba bia economic team ni ade nyina wo na ada no Mezaya ye kan ye edu ba bia kan economy no kan de gita so no born homode anko on ke kan sansem yi na wo ankasa wo kurom o san ye muslim for kura nto abama this oye MMDC na so we san ko support that candidate we ya minim adwen kura wo tirima ma akwa na is o mpe party ni na mpe party ni be opposition because obi a wo nipa ne no koye na ado kura nya 51 point something first one na ado nya 53 na wo at least ka wo kura no anya de kura nka brabe 45 one na 38.2 as say we o di be frequency kura nya yi esi den yan fa we abawi what was say MMDCs nti yan san ko support that no party ni nti me de kakra metima kan ne say omo ne de omo tu omo support ba ye form for no ene de ye tie fira manfo ho no no eno na ediri abato so e be gina so na e de aye eju
for now na so far the NPP company for the abasa ye so aba ye start the free presidency na yin say you see that you share say free roof you have to length as you have to window let e keka ma say to foundation wo share no so betumi aboa wa fa baby
we are say mpanyufo bu baby say edu baby a kwase na nsesa na adwene ba adwene sesa bi won so a wo sesa na watra kwase na wo ya akodambo ote de mpese me ka kire wono ha watra kwase na wo kodam dam so de ana wo se ani jimi ana wo se pa se yesu ba wa ansa jimi o sa ya de nyina bi ba na no nka ho so tase ha de mpese me ken nyina ne se neck fo no mitum ko na yewura kufu ado no otimbi ibusa akwese ma neck ekufu ado nka ho so ka ho o man panyi kufu so ka ho mumusa se o mo pen so sa bi ne ye di yi wo ade nti na ne de o mpese ye mfa sa ade ne na me ye
se o mo ye se o mo so sa o mo nsa nanka o mo ehun se asimesi we ne ye beto abade ama no me ya ma 2028 ni di akune no nanka Ghana fo yi no mo ato ma Ghana fo yi na ehun press enu ti na me mu ni so o mo ye sa
ma men chewa de ewura mama a wo we ni campaign ayi mama wanko ayi wanfa campaign bia message bia ma the campaign message o de ba ya ne say was it 24 hour economy enso wo ye ne budget kura ni nim what you say duru ba bi na Ghana fo fi say o ma me ya wo gina hui na ebre na so say wo se to abama wa o ro pe kura nkasada Ghana fo be to abama ndi so ma yo ma dwen say on pe say yenko congress ni ntem na se duru ho no mo a yenya frabela na woni opposition ni de asi ani a na se wangasa wo frabela na wo ban Ghana fo mpewa opa fa mfie num ye campaign ye beto abetia otem ka che de nti a memempene so nyina ne se ye kwa akoto minim se ye beto police station fo de awie ansa ya kwa akoto presidential ansa ya san aba form de a
presidential
first mo de nti a memempene so no ye koto presidential no first ewie ne ya beyi o ma me ya wugina hui one ben ne koye ben nya mimi kodi benechi uhu se mimi kodi benechi no wa fa me se man supporto ntie ne se ba se mimi ba be pre national asema abeka che derigen se nipa sumesi mintimi ne nya adwuma ntima mo nto abama no because on ne bo a o ma anwe ne e na won so wo nipa oba begina nti de o kan se mo nto abama we na wei na metimi na ya adwuma enya de edi party ko opposition enya no na yesan abetene mo eno a se me ye polling station na mimi hu se yakwa akoto bia marriage na bia chama untumi ana se chama kuka wa wen na awie na ye koto no so aba chama kuka hu se mimi ba bia onam no hwa na menam ba wo de ba bia onam no ne ho na anam ena ode ne candidate aba ebesi dan na ono no meka nkyere wo se koto aba ma abrame amedi na kyero nto aba ade o mo ye ne nyansa sem bia nim ebi ne ye dan party no ma Kufu ado a wokọ party no suso eduru ba bi Ghana fo nyina hu se Kufu ado timi ka to se we mi ntimi ne nya adwuma ampa so ebem ye to aba ma ni wie no that time 2008 na o mpanyi Kufu okra no ye pia mpanyi Kufu ano ote akonya ye pia ne sinche ene koye Kufu ado de Kufu ado be ka ne ni so ene se bi ne ensan ko bi ma na yakoto aba na wie na se fanse ye wura ken kra wene no wase me wini wie no mintimi ne benta nya adwuma bi mu a because of say no one support me na bi say ben so lose ne position na bra no bi kra wo ye chairman na ko betima wene ba you san say frabela kan to lose adwempa ben no odi be di campaign e ti so kwa akoto sister we asem we ya adwena wo say mpanyofo mo se mo ye neck mo ko tena ho na mo di we bre ye ofom a eno adada no an ye san ko tena mo kan bi no an be san ba me am me gina me support kan last 2 years eduru ba bi t-shirt kure kopi bi kro man
e wo ba wo me time
yes
okay can Lucy yama ba wo me ba
e ba ye no
okay mo kopi t-shirt kra
ya man yes
so one support him
dabi enti me no aniji ana me wo se me de be campaign no me nko ba me de me ko akotu ma me to me de wi asa senka me fa me nua bi ana me nua bi kura package ka free akoba bi ti se junction no ni bi no mama ni bi se koto me nye
because mo na mo so mbetima nti ye de amamo media me executive party no media mintimi ga semento ba me nua bi ono nye party member o nkura card no a wono de ono wadam se aban wi bi an sise nti no o won sise no ba ne ma bi a wo yi nti na ba ne ye nto nti me sro no no mo de ba ne de na me nyini se omo kosa neck meeting na ebe ye adwuma ba se ye adwuma de aha ayi no omo conference bi le ya me nyini se ebe ye adwuma ba se ye adwuma de a omo nkan so omo sa opposition 4 years da omo ni ekura na me ka kire no omo nkan so omo opposition 4 years sa da omo ni wa uko ye sa de we ni wi a me se time beba party ni mo so one support
so na kra no wo hwe NPP mo a so no unity ni mo
any
okay
eno na nke hia wo se ye tenase na ye ka ho ase nne se ye ko chichire nipa ba ko tintina wono na ye mfa no mra nti we se minsi bi e fese ye fa so bia na ye de ya ade no ye mfa nkoye mo mpe power what you say send this mu na obi ti se ye wura ken edi enum a ka me se anhwe anko mo kra no ayi premise nko mo nkoto Come back, come on, acclamation near Pidanesa. Because of say, Ghana for say, ye pen. A bit to a kufuado. A drew baby from 280 back. A kwala, who fight over bear class workers who was answer, one air Ghana man, penny was here kufuado. Zany and Tony Swaba. When you are muti, a system, a you are, a you. And your dear, and your dear. But me and Sabri no, near Ghana for our corners was a umbetuaba man. Kramonia minimum no menene nam ono kura no we MPP ni paw okoto abetia ba me oto abetia no ono no so no woni vision ti a oto abetia no ende bia mentimi nka no god was wo musum mu no kramoni ntimi nkwa asore ma so fu mfantoma nkata so ma mu nkutodi mo mpae ma wa senkramosom ti ento aba ma wa nto we MPP ni so wo nto wo gu o musom ba ye de ye no ye po man ye ntene ye pe leader obetimi de ne na su amagana akonanim na Ghana maburanya ni da so no enu ntira enye sa abire ne be ye de guitar ne ho ahwani ye de lawyer fo aba ye de economist aba ye de communicator na otiso ye ono so ototo papa so ba ma ototo papa ono anu policy 24 hour ko hu ba bi on fam firi ndi ye wo ye wura kena wo se me madwuma mu hakura obetuma tufom e de aduane asa ha me na pi ono so ni ayi na ni so ade hu o se tra businessman fo no we Ghana ha no monipa dodo ase na go school ton
see NPP mo no de ade so bia wa ko school kan wa
MPP ma ade se ayi obi wa ko school a school fo no be di en me ko si sen
the digitalization
o tie so wo nya adwuma na wo sika ni bank ya wo de digitalize o fanya we mo me ametie me ni skada bank ya Messi dan na my phone say me the digita nti me twi sika ni bia begu me nya adwuma nye me nipa ni nya adwuma nye me nipa na adwuma na onya sika ni bi di koto bank ya wa be ma na digita na wuni bia wo te wono mo na digita na ye ama ya ko mo ni mo use digita nye bi ni ya wu nye bi ni ya ha o te ase e obi wo ho no mo o sori anopa no wa nkwa ama o ni di sana ezen no di bia koto bank ebi ni ho di esra na economy ni yeye na nipa ni nya aduani di no nya adwuma ya na odi sika ekoto bank ya wa kire ne digita na oti adwuma mu no ntimi nko bank odi no fun ayi sika ni bi na ya waje ne ntaye se no di bi akwa anwan sika na yesen ya di bi akoto bank di mesra o sa de na o mo ne de to na wan ko suku na de ye wura kan du anya krazo ande mo dana sabi yo fie nyansa na o school nyansa uko school se de no amfa fie nyansa na nka ho a wadwene ne te sa aboa de wo metima kire opanyini bi anansen wo tisi mu se opeso wo kanta wo na boki a me amete ya ne mu kura na me sabi ya die na me ye no sa papa no madwene mu do che no won timi nka nkire se ken ene ma ilusu 2024 ade ya o ka se MPP fu agimi ase won so kan 2015 o de awen ni 2016 wa awen ni 2020 ndize o watna parliament 28 years na abeka kire se onabo kan na ma ilusu 2024 ade ya o se MPP fu agimi we e school nyansa ni jimi bata ho ne fie de ye de ba o me akọ ye de no ko ye no obiara hu bi yɛsoa no nkramofoɔ bɛto yɛnyina ɛbɔ twitwiri die ɛne nkramofoɔ ame ahu sɛ Bawumia akorɔ mo mpɛ no sɛ wo maame ne ɛde wokɔ saa bɔko ai central constituency wa ke bi kura nka abenya 33 aman na vice mu ya 0 police station mako 12 minya adaje na nka mi ya kire me phone so anka abe 0 na sabi se bi ko kan o mo se na ye ntokwa traba na one de ne traba na bi ni ho ye ni police station 55 kura ho ono a kire se ono anu kura no ni ayi ho no ni police station 5 no kura no o mo ni nyino because o se wonye leader ojina wono okaza afi wodi aguro bi ase concert bi asa ya trasa de no ebi na miss be ya na ni ba no so no wo hye mo kire no me pasum dwe na den na me den asa ya twam ho etwam ma leader on fa ne nansi ho obi ji se kufu ado na wo ni hu ni se wo ye leader fine eduru ba bi ne leadership no na wo ba wa fa nya adwuma se de ne pe edu na so nko de ne na si fom party ne se ye resafo anana ye bibi ne beka se ya ye
se Ghana fogu so am twanke no for reaction so
na ro ba no bedema o da prison ho na o che o mana ye wura ai kwampe prane Victor Solomi o man ko da prison e wuye afo o man sika wona man me gina he wo ba se ne adum kane sika no ho no mo de to crude ama me manya bia me nwan ka membe wafa won kwadem na ukotu agbula we man tonton ba we amanfo a na ai ne ade ukotu ma me menya ndai mi dibi me yam pipini ade me defend u defend ya wadwene mu nya adwuma wadwene na nya adwuma se u be defend ofisi oni sika o mra no meyi ne ho ano oti ase watima sesa o man sika nya otu so ya de nko ana ekumu u fa sika tuturi de bia mo pe nyina so mo yare na mama o man e bre u ba o hu futuro Mansia South mfimfini ni o ono akwa na no zo ope vice ni constituency ni no ono kura de ni hu ani wuche Bawumia na no odi na kyin se mo de ono ka ho a so ono sa be ka Bawumia ho a anhwe a mo parliament 88 no anhwe mbo 44 ono mo pa mo ntra no mo ko yi o mo mra se me fra nipa be mienu miensa wo duma se letere ma ka wabu so mo na po wa man ka bet
ono ga so se no
ono kura no hu ehi ni wane na enye oti ase watena konwa so 16 years hwe on peso aso asenso be di minister just 6 months ko bantuma ne ko hwe on baby a oti hawo we wodi we no mu nyene be di wachi Bawumia ko campaign ne so ne 41 ase 40 no nya ya tim de delegate na esere mo ye de Bawumia ko mo hu nanum guase wa weputo ama party no tese se na ne na ba akonya you say what form team this is so nsa no anante ti esrem empo obi a obetima kapa me giri se ye to abama ye wura kana nipa free party no muturu akufu ado ho ahinti omo nyina abeba ye obi ti sa foku same crab akufu ado ba ye kufu om krofo ananka wo so do mo be party nyiro yo mo free apraku anane adeni mu papa usu ankoma nom ne sampanyufo akofo e maame he da donom alande so no obi anim se wanfa post na amano a ye be kanti no konkran fa amano pamu wo mu nyina free party obi anso wabusuafo election ye de one vote ka sem tie pobi ti se ye wura kana wo kan ne sunya se ye mfa saafo ni nyina sa amara party nim what is about me e kabida ni ba we ye de no kwameni aba asa me damasi
former MMPC for ya come was ya ba kon wa Ahafanu North ya Ahafanu East ya na wo ka say so far no omo hwedim say MMDC is for omo people 200 a obi abama delegate nipa 5 no ma to abadia ma Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia wo sha delegate no mo dis ka mo tunti anasa wo sha mo tuna dis ka no ma to abadia ma Bawumia na ye
eno na me di kan say panyufo bu baby say obetima ayire aboa afunumu de na konsuo but untimi nka nkyere ne se onumu nsuo otiase MMDC obetima ba befam ba me na me gina ya me ye car member me ye police station na me koto abama Bawumia na me hwe nkugu a ode ye die na me ntimi nsamfa no nkugu ya na eduru ba bia omoka se ye de omampanyi kufuo ko mienu ye de nana ado ko me ensa So we na na do ma wonya no 2008 na na do tra 49 point bibi kakra na de akakra nduru 1%. And I say you call tan you were amazed when you baby ko de ma 23,000 in the lead. Yet 2020 2012 Ghana ni bia be dey say na na do na wini. Ba near maybe that electoral commission ne return officers e bi kura ko 270 ne mabi e ko Supreme Court enyina evi. Na na do gitum say o man no hu do nti yenko. Go na nko kwam bi obetima fa say ompene no jai. Eno kura no na na do wanko 41 as 38. No gina 49. Na yewura mama de just 50.3 ena wini. Ndi se wo no yemfa wo no first time wo ye vice kura na waton ho da. Na wo akwa akonya 38.2. Oda me kura oda yemfa no 41.2 said wo mo kan 40. Na wo san beto ase yensan fon ko bim. Nti 3 no ufiri 41 ase na oba 44. Na ne na se bi mo aba 47. Ndi ero akom yensan ni nyina wo bewe. Ndi no ye be ye nne. Tese nyeye. Ndi se wo ye MMDC na wo se ukope polling station 45 de naba say yen nkoto abama ba omi a biko gira box no ma no abechi mensa na de ato ama na yen so yen me Sunday ye call meeting eye mensia no electoral area wo school honest say me ha mani ni pa be 30 na ba ye to aba ho anga ba omi abenya tu wow enne omo to aba ni bi ma ba omi aye nim omo no nyina Africa yen say ye nto mani bi okay MPP for the in my battle. You be you do me duru ha. Na abi. Intimidate MMDC omo nyere omo. Na do penso anu omo kuta to me no. Omo ye ya wura Ken the just 3 months campaign. E benya 38.7. They are now chief of staff. Aban ministers. MMDC for ye ko masimo omo subambo na omo de tena ho ntime bi ayi omo constituency. Omo wi ye na omo kan. MPs 137 enyina akọ support e kana enya bi enso ba omi enya 66 ontiman tra nkoduru 70 ne ya MP mu ye 88 ne mu 60 kwa eno no wode beji tumi ndi ano de afato nje me maame omo pa omo ankofo omo yire nom emeka police say ye beto abaneti awo go hwe na attitude ni pa onye leader ba omi anya leader wo onye leader ne do tumi de ne na asi ho no waka se me say me ma onye
so who is about me and leader but am for you no do
omo ye no yedu me do and omo hu say party bia na bi wom ebi wan DC bi wan people e woni pa bi a okwa a e betima den akonturo no na ya de epe ebi ni ba omia ba o ye wura Ken untimi ono wase no nkro wo ye minister kra beba na otu adwumam wonni ho na ni reason obefa yaw wo hene ba o so ntie hwan ni na beba o so ntie saa ni bi na ye ba na ga na ba be eduro no ye mpe obi a ne ho dwo na we de obere ne ho ase sebi obi a ne ho nam a wototo abo Ken onam ntoto abo wa meka na won kan na mire bi a ba wo se ye wura Ken ebu ofu a wo kasa bia na ye MPP Ken ko ne ba ho na won kokko ne yire ho na ye MPP ni esisi ye nti na wo kokko ehia saa leader ni bi na ode ne na si fom saa bia we me ma mo nye se ye wura Ken to so anka galam se ya ye kenke twa di ya tra saa de no na wodwo no obere ne ho ase ne de ade no sabi ha na wiase wo so mere ne ho ase me gina madwuma mu wa me kam ya me kam eno nche se wo be kam ya me nka se me dunti no fa ma paso ya kwa na me yo se fa ko eno na me so me didi me ntwe ma ti ye wura Ken yu bi a o ka se se ya se no no ha ne ba kura o ma eche no ka kire se mo mfa no nko emra ni ke yu bi a no ka se oh Canada Japan ba de ye sere mo a o re me se ni se police wo mu nya but o ma mra ye adwuma eno bi ne ba o mi antimi nya sa onye leader oti ase enu ntino so ma yo anyo so mbedi na chi no makoye no yedum eda na ye beko primaries sa da no duru ha na MMDC no ombehu omo level
we Master Daniel Boatin adodon friend Master Dan ena ona twetwen komo no Florence edas papa oni Benjamin Tai say mutimi ye sa interviews we edemaye yes ani lawyer Kusi ekasaye lawyer Kusi Edia Network so nemo no so subscribe to Strong Voice Network best p subscribe my na shema foforo so enya bi enhwe fa comment bra making kind dem unu be ma ohini Kusafuni amina production team ase general Fred yedase afesu Gideon also yedase Benjamin Tai Kwesi Ninsen Florence Emmanuel Etu Emmanuel Segu odisha basa asante safo mo nyina na dama se papa yi say all the time mo kan ho na nyina de show no ebremo emre so se mebie phone lines nti mesem pi mo amofre no mo nto wase emaye ebie phone lines no enche after lawyer Kusi interview no mebie phone lines no ama obi anya bi afra na say de opesa o kan bia no ka nemum de bese obebre say subscribe to Strong Voice Network channel no subscribe my na share my fofo so enya bi enhwe fa comment bra making kind edem mamredi messages are YouTube no sorry the we are any lawyer William Kusi interview no so ebeba the kai for native nyas enanwumre 8 p.m. Ghana time, that's 4 p.m. US time. Besa the another version and that's edition aba na yene lawyer Kusi ebetwe enkomo entino enyina time chuku because and some day or cancer or jumadi no when you go so ocean subscribe na share mafofo so enya bi ehfa comment bra making kind Eddie amount Felicity Afo okay Evans Babs Cook also about Mia couldn't even manage his handful of workers at his office, let alone Ghana. Yeah, that's a blessing glory or select can be can also yeah that's anochi waba anochi abankwa Richmond say onom can will win hands down. Also, yeah, that's over here. Archibald Safo in team for joy is Kwame Tua, and trust me, we'll vote him out 2028. Watching live from UK. Yeah, that's Papa over here. I'm not sure Abankwa or say no Ken, no vote. Also, yeah, that's bodybuilders for Ken TV. Or say Baumia has no chance this time. No matter what he will do, Ken will win him this time. Still. Showdown 1GH also yeah that's my babs my cow then yeah 1 point I say connected also yeah that's Doris Boating or say PhD all the way watching live from Germany. Stay blessed yeah that's or Germany dear chair my babs can't my Georgina mami why one chairman Abrifejan more Germany chairman papa yeah Waba no say Baumia has a strong grasp of theory but lacks practical experience. Therefore, he might consider becoming a university lecturer or a campaign manager. Yawaban, Austin, Texas. Also, he struggles to address others when they make mistakes. Also, Baumia can work at the bank if he wishes, as long as he lacks competence, does not insult in the bank closure. Yawaban, what I say. Bonnie Godfrey, I say good evening, Mr. Safo, and lovely family members. That's it. And I see do or say Team Ken, we move. Or say that's it. Or say I'm connected. No Ken, no vote. Ken 2028. Bonnie Godfrey, no. Then it's urgent. Or say this guy needs to be protected. He speaks so eloquently without fear. Master Dan, and no, anybody come out every time, every now and then. You don't know ever enkomo. Fred Cobalt also no Ken, no vote. Let Ken be Ken. That's it. Agnes Kutin also Ken is good all the time. Also, yeah, that's Ken God is good all the time. Sorry. Yeah, that's Daniel Latte also let Ken be Ken. Also, yeah, that's Abena da say good morning, Safo. Abena, good morning. For a comment, bra, making kind Edama Strong Voice Network. So subscribe here. A best or pass or best subscribe. No, I shall my for NB. Ashe. Yentie Dr. Mahmoud Baumia by a day. Lawyer William Kusi and so better also. Or say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Christian na opedie ewo kremufo Asia ebria and I say kremufo program I say and I say wotuba de ne friend no Malam John yentie no
so fon sugar bankasa John Mahama ya agora kama shi malumani ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ni iyituba ko ba haka ba abinda ya sora ni iyituba ko ba haka ba sai muduka mun yi fatiya mu basi sai iyituba na ba haka ba Malam John.
We Dr. Mahmoud Baumia asama okache His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ewo Sala program ase se Muslims na enya omu program eno moye na ono Kristo ni de oba bede ana se otuba dia a friend Malam John Mamuti House no sana etia amana mo aka kire me Christovana ne o say only God has true CV of honorable Ken and not some wicked diabolic intentions of people in Ken we trust. It I say we say friend Peter Kufi upon entry. Also, it's my first time watching your program, but I'm really enjoying watching from Holland. Oh, yeah, that's it. Mr. Peter. Udi Kufi. You me the Kufi what? Kufi for the yeah, that's Papa Pai. Yeah, I'm not sure Aban Richmond. Okay, also full stop. Yeah, that's it. Yentie lawyer William Kusi. Oni enuaba Florence. Akwa train komo. Yeah, ba. Edidaka nyina if boy interview we pay the be phone lines no betimi afre number na that screen so no ye ba sisi ya
Baba mashafo ina kwa ba efa embra Strong Voice TV eso mami amakojiba enemede ende ensembebre na enechese etwegu ewo NPP amanyo krono emuye ina yenim se to abawie de entwo NPP fo mu de bi papa na lawyer Kusi ewo menche endem ne baba twetwe nkomo mene no edi nkomo ebisabisa na nsam afa dia ekoso ewo NPP amanyo krono mu so far ne de beka se NPP eja de mu edale ehye Jorobe pa anything can some baby no emfa emma na chese me waste time no mama yakwa lawyer ho na yama na kwaba yem bisa no and somewhere ekos NPP amayoko maso ebetumi abo 2028 election NPP omo ekoye ebetumi abo mo emechese mo tumedi nkunuma na say introdie na chese ombe san atenemu ma say bi oche da kwaba ba president of Ghana mama yama lawyer akwaba lawyer mo akwaba bibi aboko dia yes ya danyamia se ya lawyer so far nko yenim na emra no kwa na eko ye hwe NPP amayoko ni mo ye nyina yenim se ba na NPP dia Ghana for do mo papa na se NPP ayabasa NPP atete apansam NPP emu dele emu shepa te se jamede ka kan no se no so far no ye wo 88 MMDC sa former MMDC so mo tro mo support e dia ma Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. Do you think say you're right so mo yi omonim bibisa na
o me das me aba me chia wonso me san chia tiefo
o mo das
udika se NPP emu ejadem
yeah
na anyama bi koso bra ya to ya first primaries
okay
especially the personality of Alhaji Baumia
okay
and his contest as a leader of PPP koso
okay
the course no ene ma sa introdie any partner hwenhwan no ehunu nei emu ba ko ne MMC DC
se fo no
attempt to ye any parliamentarians attempt to ye
okay
that was the trend for the last election
okay
and you lose poto
okay
and you know say you be esu ade if esu ade ne ekoye nima can you see repeat
okay
and uhwemu a to be sincere with you the person me be names
okay
but sansem no kan nyina mo boa en kontompo
okay
amefa MMC DC for the example ye ya me wo na phone me from I called them on phone bishops na de na makoye o mse nya no kure they make a declaration be ye call chia ye bibia wie ba akoso te no bi ba se ye nkoko declaration also on kwa jai and I'm going to
press conference.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so some of them were paid to do that.
Okay.
You get the point.
Okay.
And you come to the parliamentarians, for instance.
Yeah.
Nipe call me head count. Jina TV. I can. They're 26.
26. Yeah.
And for Baumia to come out to say they were 60.
60. Yeah.
67.
68.
I am sure he might have been given a list.
Okay.
But the impression okay, so my ban 100 there. And you know,
okay.
That's why I say I don't want to call names.
Names, okay.
Now, it's also a test for call her university.
Yeah.
And also one story with her.
Okay.
But these are some of the things I did disunity about party.
Okay.
For instance, MMCs almost some call you
Brian Champon.
Oh, yeah. What is your declaration?
Debbie.
What do I say?
Debbie.
parliamentarians, 54 of them met Kennedy Agyapong long before they went to Baumia.
Okay.
What is here a press conference? He said, are you 54 to support?
Maybe.
And so you can see the trend. A futuna ye to know. Baumia na chidi for the Omo Nyoma.
Okay.
They believe that Chinchina or say the canon and now the Yamani Timbe Winnie, or Sanya Bion, but you refine.
Okay.
MPs, as I no more parliament, no. I swear to Shima about 88.
Yeah.
MPs no be any ministers say, Omo Jenko asum bi as. And the onye na adwene say o command MPs bi sika say mo meka say mo declare man. No be bisa ba ko say lawyer, you huru any mun cause leave them to do what they are doing.
Okay. Okay.
So what it tells you is that genuinely we have a large chunk of MPs coming to our fold. Now, what is even interesting? Yeah, me Yamoshimi say MPs in Kenya Hono in 37%.
Wow.
Without MPs in there, what kind 10 MPs quite means a lot to our campaign.
Yeah.
You get the point?
Yeah.
We use the old album.
Yeah.
We had 36%.
Yeah.
MMCs, MPs, ministers, including the president.
Yeah.
Now all of them are out. The president is out.
Okay.
The chief of staff is out. Yes, what about your camp?
Yeah.
The minister. So it is a done deal.
Okay.
And out of those statistics, Nama Baumia, IGT, and now adopt to all kind of inferior tactics to create the impression he's popular. But look, let's look at the election results. I like to speak about this or speak to this when it comes to Baumia because on all the data that you do. And the data be anywhere accurate election results.
Yeah.
Because they are kind of predictions.
Yeah.
Forecasting.
Yeah.
But results with the forecasting.
Yeah.
What did I say? Ask yourself. Say with this kind of results, say assuming say the Baumia na economic reasons, the MPP and this be unpopular. What's the bit me again? I can't do a bit 50+1. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
You get the point. Oko regions now 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. Central falls say Asante and Eastern Kwana to
yeah.
And Baumia came to the contest with two backgrounds. One, I'm a Muslim.
Yeah.
Muslims are predominantly NDC.
Yeah.
By history.
Yeah.
And I'm a Northerner.
Yeah.
The North is the stronghold of
NDC.
NDC.
Yeah.
And with that ticket, I'll be able to make a change. Kakaba can one. Yeah, winning.
Yeah.
That was all. Yeah, co-supporting campaign man after the primaries.
Yeah.
That was our belief.
Yeah.
Zongos kept on promising some of that. They ended up voting against me. People say that religion did not influence the election. I'm saying, how can you say this? I'll not even talk about the Christians. Let me talk about Muslims. And tell us your religion.
Yeah.
Why did we lose in all the Zongos?
Yeah.
One reason the Muslims did not vote for Baumia. Why?
Yeah.
Even though he was one of his. Because they said so on practice good Islam. Or called mosque. Or called church. A deep communion.
Yeah.
Or called shrine.
Yeah.
Or called... I am not going to condemn him for that, but that's what they are saying.
Yeah.
And
it's against their rule also. Yeah.
Ask yourself this question. Within a period of 4 years, would that mindset change? If it would, then the Baumia will be a good candidate. But if it will not, you can't send him back. Because he has no base.
Okay.
If the Muslims believe he did that, then I can't hire indelible.
Yeah.
They almost signed too many.
Yeah.
And the party, you risk the chance of losing the election again.
Okay.
What do I say?
Okay.
Then to the north.
Okay.
Just before the election, about a month to the election, we go to Tuo. And then Baumia facilitated sanity. All the Kusi and other tribes decided to gang up against him.
Okay.
That's the reason why we performed so badly in the north.
Okay.
And then we had that result.
Okay.
Will it change within 4 years?
No, please.
Would the Kusi vote for a man?
No, please.
And we are party that's up power. Why do you go and choose a man to go and contest on your ticket when you know that the majority in the north are Kusasis? You see, only 1.2 million population nationwide. Look at the settler communities. Western North, Ahafu.
Yeah.
We lost because of them.
Yeah.
That is where they are.
Okay.
And do your analysis we are now your party. You don't even have to think of choosing Baumia because you see, let us stop behaving as if without Baumia, we have nobody to lead our party.
Yeah. Because
Baumia came to the party, it was then an intellectual party, 2008. Owura man as sign intellectualism sign after the Buga
and they run a party. Everything we do is buga.
Okay.
Agyapong, Afoko, it has come to light that it was a mafia that they used to throw them out. The evidence is now there.
Yeah.
Who caused them? Exactly. That kind of practice is what has led us here.
Okay.
And me say, Obi Obetini or a delegate, and that's what can be. Look, this politics that we are doing, it is for power.
Yeah.
Nothing more. Nothing. I'm saying this for say power. What they had a little bit of money during his time, so they can wait. We can't wait for 3 times.
Okay.
What do I say?
Yeah.
We also need appointments.
Yeah.
My minister, I'll be very happy.
Okay.
I bet me CV.
Yeah.
So why do I wait for 3 terms?
Okay.
You get the point.
Yeah.
And those of you who think that power is good, positions are good. Me focusing on campaigning.
Yeah.
Me making sure say the party interest about first.
Okay.
We are now look, we met some MPs.
Okay.
I will be quiet. And their names I will not put.
Yeah.
I will not mention their names here.
Okay.
Woman and say a 68 coach, but when say the only problem MPP has now is
okay.
The disunity, the contest, everything is around him. The moment we vote against MPP will be united again.
Okay. Because
his selection was done through dubious means. And I have him yesterday, but made him said, yeah, 10 years, you know, sir, the president forced the election on you. You should know this is a clear idea. I wouldn't credit him.
Okay.
What did I say?
Yeah.
And he lost because he wasn't popular with the party.
Yeah.
And his personality and involvement in government. The dollar issue, can I say, I don't know,
yeah.
And other things that he said which he couldn't implement. Yeah. Whether he was the one who did or Nanado or his cousin who did it. He was the head of the economic management team.
Yeah.
And
okay.
When can I say, Baumia is the head of economic management team. Yeah. And you see, a Jin 7 and go for pension, see, yeah, more you get the point. Yeah. So all this is me. I don't believe Baumia caused it, but that is what the people are saying.
Yeah.
And that is what going to influence their voting.
Yeah.
So you can't ignore it. And if you show more, sir, declaration. Let me answer that question. Say, we boys here declare my way. Especially Chairman Sabons. Me read so lambasted several times. He was then the leader of parliament, and he's supposed to be neutral. But he took sides and was supporting Baumia openly.
Yeah.
Chairman who to me?
Yeah.
A chairman of a region is a campaign manager of a candidate.
Yeah.
So how would you balance it? How can you be fair during elections? And I was thinking that these lessons will lead us to amend our constitution and ensure. So Becca said, if you find yourself in an executive position, you will remain neutral. Chairman to me campaign or Yama Bome to be to me. And to only the chairman, no being yes, our campaign man.
Okay.
Meaning now towards having peace and other things in the party so that we can move on. Yeah. And these are so fundamental. I'm surprised in 17 executive they don't know this.
But lawyer, so far, no, what says Stephen, Chairman Stephen, into what already press conference talking about unity in the party because so far no NPP there say asai kra ya wo amanfo mudi we say NPP mo atete why press conference talking about unity in the party so far what do you have to say about that?
Well, it is easy to say because on level brabi at the unity party because baby na who can say oh we are all behind Baumiana you're not secretary sorry so and party chairman.
Yeah.
How can you openly say we are all behind Baumia?
Okay.
You see, so he has not done anything
positively for NPP.
For unity, not at all.
Okay.
He has not worked towards unity. Okay. And as a matter of fact, sad decision move say top bottom approach.
Yeah.
Before it was implemented, the running mate of Baumia was going around campaigning that we should go that way.
Okay.
What does it?
Yeah.
And are you mentally handicapped? So you got to party a problem by so me and man.
Yeah.
You got top bottom approach.
Okay.
At the end of the day, when the committee sat and came out, they did that. They proposed that. I'm going to say Agyapong. Have you listened to him?
Yeah.
Or see, he never proposed that.
Okay.
The proposal of the Bloman, especially expanding the base.
Okay.
And there's an agenda. Every commonsensical person, understands that there's an agenda. Okay. So those of us who are protesting, and then they appeal, there's an agenda.
Okay.
But the results of the agenda will collapse the party.
Okay.
I can have a dissenting opinion, but as long as it will help the party, that is okay. But when they to collapse the party,
okay.
You have to hold a top bottom approach. Now, Baumia Winia, or no one of any campaign. Because people will think that the Saint Chichimusa. I don't see first one. That's why 2 million people did not vote.
Yeah.
One of the factors. And to know me and Bibia, baby, no. Obia to me can say, Baumia Chichimu will be sent a winning, but it was a fair
election.
Exactly. But if you start this way,
yeah,
then you are creating the opportunity for people to say, okay, go and vote again.
Okay.
And where I answer and NPP for count.
Yeah.
Because I think that the leadership lacks some kind of wisdom. Okay. I tell you frankly, the party first. Yeah. If the general secretary want to be re-elected, that's not the way to go. Okay. Because the fact that you get Baumia doesn't mean automatically people will vote for you. If Asante does not support me, you lose. You should know that.
Yeah.
And some of the things some mafia, a lack of intelligence.
Okay.
Mafia.
Okay.
This will be more disastrous than the first one.
Okay.
When you say incumbent, now you're 38 and now 41. At the same when you're 20 and now 25.
Yeah.
Because you have all the advantages.
Yeah.
Now when you're 41.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because them say 38, you see, now we'll be according to say 41.
41.
You get the point. Yeah. And so we should not take it for granted. Say, if we share Kufuor 39 now. You can't compare to Bawumia's 41 because look, Kufuor time now runs in president. Yeah. Dictatorship for a long time. Yeah. And you have a change about Democrats.
Yeah.
Opaque boss. Just say the election was full of rigging. You had 39%, which was awesome.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Professor Dubois. On President we even wrote a stolen verdict, meaning that the party itself understood that the thing was stolen. Can you say that of Bawumia's 41%? No. We even had an advantage. We had appointed the electoral commission and NBC was protesting.
Yeah.
And that is how bad the results was. Someone did it. They have to. And if Akufo-Addo gets 49 point something, no Sankwa, would you vote 41% as an incumbent?
Okay.
Say, Onuzu Yeman a chance. He deserves no chance at all.
Okay.
Because he can't perform.
Okay.
And it's a part in the person power they are. They should look at the things I've enumerated and work at it.
Okay.
Because it's very, very difficult for MPP to win power by Alhaji Bawumia. Even though I agree that he's a nice gentleman.
Okay.
He's not a winnable candidate.
Yeah.
And if you want to win power, we should look for somebody else, preferably Agyapong, whose action is loved by everybody.
Yeah. Okay, last 3 days, Nami wa Madina, and the voice of the people were like, Yafa Kennedy, but he can be the second Rawlings in Ghana, because Ghana na se say near 1 year president, but because they say Ghana ye shit. Ghana ye de inti ye president bi o te say ye Kennedy akoprekwe Japan and I say JJ Rawlings awonya ne baby eko woni omo ye adwen wo kwan be so.
Oh, me wo video bi kura our second JJ. That is the first premise.
Okay.
And I spoke about that.
Okay.
And that's what Ghanaians want now.
Okay.
Look, baby Edunu, baby Namne trust a nation.
Yeah.
We need a radical.
Yeah.
Seriously speaking.
Yeah.
So and people outside are looking at the personality of Kennedy Agyapong as that person. I'm not saying Kennedy Agyapong is a perfect human being, but I tell you, his advantages is what the country likes now.
Yeah.
Somebody, a bit, yes, a president there, also a gentleman. I can't before say, and then look at Nim Dia Kennedy Agyapong, till no Kennedy Agyapong.
Yeah.
Your course secondary school, no. From primary, you have a mouth proof and it's will be a tip.
Yeah.
And you graduated by national election.
Yeah.
But that is why we are where we are today.
Okay.
And one of the wise people I see Kennedy Agyapong asked me why.
Okay.
He's wise because he can harness his resources and create wealth.
Okay.
In fact, politics is about wealth creation. And you be out.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry.
And you're broken.
Politics is sorry. And your wealth creation.
Yeah.
Obi obet ma create wealth Ghana. No obet ma di Ghana.
Yeah.
Ghana akoso.
Okay.
And instead of looking for a gentleman, look for somebody who has the ability to create wealth. Okay. Bawumia has been vice president for 8 years.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, in his private life, what did he do for Ghana? Not even a single taxi for a driver to drive to make ends meet. What does it? So Okaso will be within the time of a vice president, but in his private life, everybody who is made a vice president can do something in life. But we are looking at somebody who naturally has the ability. Michelle Papabi, he was a young man, and now yes, you are rice farm, and you bear thousand gumuto rice farm. That is when I met Kennedy Agyapong. Now on I saw parliament. So look. That innate gift no one. That is what Ghana is yearning for.
Yeah.
Because Oba, I don't know the Bayer Juma.
Yeah.
Also called North or the Bayer food they are feeding the whole Africa. Volta Region Tourism Center. Those areas are Kanaya maybe are real soon. He has plans to invest it, said that Ghana will make money. Yes, you pay. Is that what politics is about? I disagree. At the end before, yes, Remada. Don't make the mistake.
Okay.
That's the regional executives be. I say me chimo be so a firebrand. Na me say no krakaya den. Chairman ni bisa say, and what do we presently need as a party? And it be say unity or say Na me say unity. How does unity come? That's what you have to be thinking about, because you can't impose unity on people.
Okay.
It is the process. It's a process, and unity comes when you are so transparent.
Yeah.
That everything you do is known by anybody. Everybody will come along with you. Now the katasisha, Nuaso, Kwasiabuo, Abasura, on the Babafom. And that is what it is. And we have confirmed everybody it is any attitude to know. And once you bought me every move, you are changing a national executive.
So deleting some people from the party.
You change your man. Party by Kama.
Okay.
Your chairman. During his tenure.
Yeah.
Just after we left office, they couldn't get money to pay workers in the office. Yeah. Let me tell you one thing. A party which has been in office for 8 years did not plan how to pay his workers when the party is not in power.
Okay.
Do you know what happened?
No.
All the resources of the party went to the presidency. Something that should not be. Because we had a weak chairman, with general secretary and the rest, the presidency was controlling.
Okay.
Should that happen?
No, please.
Look, where the margin about Kennedy Agyapong. Yet party in 1992. They wanted money. Kennedy Agyapong, as a young businessman, gave them $300,000. Oma say Kennedy contracts to Obapa. Don't tell me. He gave Professor Dubois $300,000 for his campaign. That aside, when they had elected and chosen a young person policy, they needed a loan.
Okay.
And then the business partner, they guaranteed a loan of 3 million Ghana cedis. Joining the business partner, 8 years in 2 years. That time, the business partner, MVP Ama, Kennedy Agyapong contract. And that argument, you say, we are benefiting from the party. I disagree. Somebody who made the party cannot benefit from the party.
Yeah.
He paid $300,000. He paid $3 million for the party to be established. Then on your contract, no, you say on no contract, why you know you or you are not party MPP. MPP.
Okay.
Remember, he was a member of the Buzia Dampa. Satana Bomia and Disney.
Yeah.
All topic up. Never Bomia and Disney.
Yeah.
Operations on them Sumasi organizing and those people supporting Baumia, one more mobile trade the Meteoma but party for them supporting the Meteoma. One more mobile 22 near the Meteoma.
Yeah, because they don't know the history.
They don't know the history, but those of us who know, we reward Obio money. Baumia has done little for the party. He has gained the 2 sensitive positions within 16 years.
Yeah.
And the Onodias were also the president, but let us not give him an advantage over the rest, especially those who have fought for the party. What does it? That is what makes Kennedy Agyapong unique. Say, yeah, we want to do hard work there as a party that we need to give the into Canada, Japan. I was also advising Kwabena Japan, chairman from the president.
Yes, Stephen.
Chairman,
yeah, Pamo. Yeah.
The board this is Afoko,
yeah.
Uncontested chairmanship. Kwabena Japan uncontested general secretary. Near for the new year, you're from your mom.
Okay.
It is part of the reconciliatory move.
Okay.
Kwabena Japan person president Onya. Oma general secretary, you support him say you book kwasiani eje Jiwadi. Because after all, he has demonstrated he has a lot of trust about organizing the party.
Wow.
You get the point. Naka focus you for the chairman man. Say yeah mubone. Say they should be able to
yeah.
I think that people should be making those proposals.
Yeah.
Never leadership ma.
Yeah. No.
Canada Japan action man. Nombra. Yeah, we run a party, we run a nation, and we always are. Ghana, look at what has happened in Burkina Faso. Is he a professor?
No.
Is he an economist?
No, please.
But look at what is happening there. Who told you economists in the government? A leader doesn't have to be an economist before he can rule a nation.
Yeah.
Because from a consumer personally, there's nothing like a cons. A facade. When we economists will go together. So I got the finance minister and next car economists be any cigar.
Okay.
And to be carried the concept by Ghana, you catch it up what a book massam. In practice, no economist has succeeded as a president.
Yeah.
And the way I can now a foot on here to money.
Okay.
The idea is share. Look, there is talent. And the idea is here. What does it? Obi all talent or gift. You can never challenge him.
Yeah.
Obi to mention then 50 years, but you can never challenge the one who was born with it. It's innate. And to be on what you are about creating and promote the Ghana has to be at least for those doing politics. Or creating employment, or that's what you, that's what you teach you.
Yeah.
Was the main pyramid or when the fundamentals are weak.
Exchange will expose you.
I don't tell the woman.
And it has exposed them though.
And the Ministry of Digitalization here, they bow me out to no. Say former vice president because of your expertise.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can supervise no.
Okay.
Or come wrong what to me at Is that not what we want in this country?
Yeah.
There are people who not come and MPPC. I want to end this for so ora. Yeah, much change go for.
Yeah.
The president that time should have checked all those things.
Yeah.
Look at national service, how embarrassing you made.
Yeah.
You can't some but assuming it is true, is it not embarrassing?
Yeah.
And if you're a leader and this thing goes on under you, you should blame yourself.
Yeah.
That's why I want a leader. I'm also going to say this. Sebi manyini kakra.
Yeah.
Mahunsu adie bi. Oman be a leader.
Yeah.
Ghana is at apron. Say a leader.
Good leader.
Ghana besisa.
Okay.
You see leader because some mama can leaders.
Okay.
What does it?
Yeah.
They are not leaders.
Yeah.
If you have a leader, you see things changing.
Okay.
And I don't dank about I said, oh yeah, school, yeah, hospital scene.
Yeah.
Your mama baby.
Yeah.
But because he didn't show leadership, look at how miserable he left office.
Yeah.
What does it? Yeah. This will be sorry answer. That's not the leader's work. Imposing yourself on the people.
Yeah.
You are irritating them.
Yeah.
Some of the things they will say, not critical. That is not leadership.
Yeah.
So if I'm not insulting people and I can't provide leadership, you think that is good for the country? And Canada, Japan, or no, our country is Wasakra. He has openly said it, and he's living it because now he hardly comes out.
He even said it last Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, let us forget about the part B.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, in the casa, and yeah, the other. Yeah, Papa no bit my Yama Ghana. No.
Okay.
If we give him 8 years, Ghana will not be the same.
Yeah.
What do I say?
Yeah.
No, I set it tone for leadership.
Okay.
Because for a long time we have not seen a leader.
Yeah.
Before came closer. Because no fear answer.
Yeah.
What do I say? What do you first book answer you fail.
Okay.
In fact, Brunia said that person be failed. Yama for no. IMF they are there to ensure that we continue to be poor. People don't know. They think that they are helping us. They are never helping us. They have been set. It's an agenda.
Yeah. To
make sure Africa is impoverished forever.
Okay.
And to mass on the bonoma conditionalities. Hipic time, yeah, woman. Hipic no, I tell you, woman. Roy's time. Ni no me buy ni na Ghana anyi. And the man honorable Canada Japan Melody.
Okay.
You have a difference.
Okay.
In politics and how an individual can turn the nation around. The disadvantages now I can.
Yeah. It's a lawyer DMBC.
Like I said earlier on, there seems to be an agenda.
Yeah.
Would they stop to bottom approach because former running mate was going about
telling
people say the chairman support to.
Okay.
Eventually it came to pass. It is said just before the regional chairman they met them.
Okay.
So now the issue is not even about that.
Okay.
But it is about how effective the top to bottom approach will be and how it can help the party.
Okay.
Already we are complaining about say partners are inclusivity be. You per se obia only party.
Yeah.
And you say also expanded base. Recommended by the committee. So what the party should have done was to have started from July.
Yeah.
A year police station election. Near year. A baby January no. Near we.
Okay. That's
you got
nice.
the point?
Yeah.
And you know, almost the time, your time being anywhere. You're June.
You're June.
July police station. August.
Yeah.
You're constituency.
Yeah.
September.
Yeah.
You're
October.
What does it?
Yeah.
And so the pretense that there's no time, I don't get it. I've known that Jessica.
Yeah.
Please, what can bring the party together is the bottom to top approach.
Okay.
And the conference and rejected our proposal.
Okay.
Near come back.
Okay.
Near investing in reforming the party from the bottom to the top. Okay. When we do that, everybody will be said, "Obi ma, I be not visit the but actually me you say
okay.
Instead of changing the album completely, let us add more.
Add more.
Now, Chesano Ombaka say, ya 20 support. If we are there, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let's add a little bit, not just 2 more.
Also 5.
5.
5 no so far matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's add more so that we can get more people.
Yeah.
All executive officers. Will be a hold executive office in the party. Committee member, regional executive, national. Everybody should vote. Now, one of the things that process will cure is the monetization.
Yeah.
Adeba kwe di party ninya pa. Senko for DJs can be sumoto.
Yeah.
Ebi su free.
Yeah.
Ebi su TV.
7,000.
And you won't in China who are you will not.
Yeah.
And so that explains why it is wise to start from the base to the top.
Yeah.
The Omo can fundamentally it is fraud. If I don't observe December general election, I say it's not possible.
Yeah.
Because Omo to police station December. 1 month you mean your campaign.
Yeah.
Throughout the country. Candidates also be a police station by police station. So you have 3-4 police station a day. Over 69 days.
Okay.
And we have 3 hours over 90 something days.
Yeah.
That's 3 months for you.
Yeah.
As how can you elect the police station the month after? That's a 1% campaign.
Yeah.
That is also something they should be thinking about. So they should reject it. Conference should reject it. Let us come to the table. Committee normative and legal committee normative, Frank, they should take it from him.
Okay.
And give it to other people to do because he's the cause. For him to have proposed this, he is part of the agenda.
Okay.
That agenda in any way will not work.
Okay.
I feel some can the Japan by winning election.
Okay.
But let us do something that will not cause problem after the election.
Okay.
That is my prayer. Okay. After election, I do confusion back.
Okay.
We na say Kenko Minia. But we have an hour because I'm here top to bottom. You're bottom to top.
Okay.
Na we are you defeat you 20%. Honorable say say more ya. Honorable say more ya. We want change, we want power.
Okay.
So that is the way to go.
Okay. Last 3 years, na me wo bantam mami anke many fili na nipa ba ku waje 7,000 Ghana cedis. Owe wo GTV and fridge edika ho aso. Sa eniye bi ebetumi abo NPP party no e meche se wakwa nanimu ana debi. Eni ti message delegate for say yankopon ya adum na mo kwa kwoto aba mun use mo adwen eni se bi omunyansa efa ento aba lawyer William Kusi eni na che se yete ensam de na wabru bebre na so e de ache de aminti bi na ne ya dia mate bi e wo video mu ha se nti ma se we subscribe na wo wie so wo de wadwencheni na e de to comment section wo lawyer William Kusi e na yene ne etwetwe enkomo
Florence one bente ye da masa papa pa say money master dan e Ghana for Madina ene lawyer William Kusi etwetwe enkomo ye be phone lines no obetimi afre number na da screen so no 508 304 2825 508 304 2825 free na for adventure bra una be ma ohine ko visa phone so subscribe ye be subscribe no share my so be obi abenyami ahwe Peter Kofi apa entry or say it's my first time watching your program but I'm really enjoying watching live from Holland yeah that say anoche Abankwa Richmond or say full stop yeah that say once p or say the fearless honorable the fearless Masadan always on point. Much love to him. Germany is fully connected. Also, yeah, that's it. Peter Shirenda, or say only Ken can lead. Yeah, that's it. Or say another great communicator for the team, Ken Lawyer Kusi told bold and straight to the point. Always saying it's as it is. Get connected. And now the train is moving and we are not stopping for no haters. On Suyadasi, one speed na Yawaban was say Bau appears desperate, confused, and overly eager for power. It's evident that he's orchestrating various plots against Honorable Ken in an attempt to defame him, but those efforts are likely to backfire. Yadasi Honorable was say Osechi Mensa Bonsu seems to have an unexplained animosity toward Ken. Ken, furthermore, it appears that that he is backing Baumia. Nanama also Baumia should sit somewhere. He is too desperate for power. Nanama was asri. Yaban was say Ghanaians oblivious to Baumia's timidity and the potential for his followers to exploit his weakness. Can someone provide an instance where Baumia reprimanded his wife Abronye and anyone else who insulting Honorable Ken? I'm not sure about Richard. I'll say Honorable Ken will win hands down. Hashtag no Ken, no vote, period. Yeah, that's it. I'm not sure about I'll say Richmond, Ken all the way. Yeah, that's it. Agnes Kutin, I'll say no Ken, no vote. Yeah, that's it. Agnes. Yawaban, we also Agyapong'S should serve as the voice to Honorable Ken. Also, that's Ken in the Bible. Say hello, Ken from here. That's it. Honorable Ken had good communicators. Also, yeah, that's it. Obetime the number can say wafrey 508 304 2825 508 304 2825. Only US are now the +1 edian me be phone lines no nti frɛ na fa wadwen ebra. Okay, yeah, that's say oyenesa. Ti share ma foforo so enya bi enye de enhwe na fa o comment na bra making kind ediama share. Now yenti otumfobia asante mewura
fono hu se yenyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no wo party no kwa ya wo se o party fono hu se yenyi nipa mada MPP ano mu ye ma nipa na Ghana fo nyina zo adwene ho mo nwene Ghana de ho se de mo pe no wo party no kwa
asema zongo fo eka enano asem de pao zongo fo se omu njindi se MPP omu de Dr. Baumia beba but omu de ne badia omu be tuamano sana omu kaya omu be tuamano amba enti ushe north na ushe zongwa two strongholds Dr. Baumia begina ebe tofom so NDC timi win election voter region me call Gina voter region making more votes. I'm a MPP. Why was voter region? Making more votes. I'm a voter. And yes, sir. Making voters so making anti almost strongholds. No, you know, a bit shaky. Omo. Entinna. Omusuro Dr. Baumia Sano. And yes, sir. Because Omunyina nimse me begina hwa Member Omu showdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that I stated in 2014 the Ghana cedi has obtained the dubious distinction of being the weakest performing currency in Africa at this point in time. Interestingly, the NDC Green Book claims exchange rate stability as one of their unprecedented achievements. In an open economy with market determination of prices, exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. That was true then, and it is true now. It is 100% correct. So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warped logic to jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in your currency, then the fundamentals must be weak. Do you understand the logic? It is very warped logic. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But if the exchange rate moves, you cannot jump to that conclusion that the fundamentals are weak. That defies logic.
We are children of the UGCC. We have forebears. We have a tradition of respect, a tradition for the search for the truth, a tradition for self-emancipation. Men and women who will not tolerate injustice and go sleep. They would rather die. And that's why sometimes it pains me very much when I see signs of injustice in this party. That is not our way. Our founders did not set out to do anybody mafia. They were the custodians of fundamental.
Ubetimi afre 508-304-2825 508-304-2825 fre na yandwetwen kom mefa 5 calls na ya sorry so na ebo 8 p.m. Ghana time aha US 4 p.m. Ghana time ye be sign aba to betimi afre 508-304-2825 508-304-2825 fre na ye know entwetwen enkomo for comment bra what YouTube or Strong Voice Network YouTube Strong Voice Network ye back in kind amo messages bi aba ma men kind messages aba no na fe yenyena yen wrap up una be ma ohini ko visa so subscribe ye be sero pi so be subscribe no wa share ma foforo so enya bi ahwe can it be say let Ken be Ken ye that's na ma say Honorable Ken had a good communicators here. That's Alfred Agyapong. I say I love this lawyer too much. Wisdom Pani. Yeah, that's it. Frimpong Evans is such a weak and lazy candidate. Yeah, that's it. Can anybody ever say a big lie? Frimpong Bium or say only candidate who can win power for NPP and Ghana is Honorable Ken. Yeah, that's it. Or say no nation can prosper under weak leadership. Okay, Alfred Ajiman no. Maxwell Dankwa also let can be Ken. Yeah, that's also get connected to Kimpolo Bakwame. Also good afternoon, bro. Safo. Yeah, that's Papa Kimpolo Bakwame. Also the only honest politician remain in Ghana. In Africa is Honorable Ken Agyapong. We will still maintain no Ken, no vote. Yes, we can get Ken can do. We are for Ken worldwide justice for all Ghana first. Yeah, that's Papa from Pont Evans. Kimpolo Bakwame or say fundamental for Kimpolo fundamental for a day. Ubet me afre 508-304-2825 508-304-2825 frɛ na ye no entwetwe enkomo frɛ na ye no entwetwe enkomo frɛ na ye no entwetwe enkomo pepepe
Hello. We are Mumbai. The Damunia sir, and then maybe in fear Egusia in 65 years. A milestone. Now, may I many can say, minim will be on the cultural platforms. I'm a party for no. Yes, she said 6,000. But they say we need more seats. Which a drum more moments and mamma. Madam Massi, Marshall Munyam. Now, in himself. Makuma swadi bia mope. Some person in Japan. Ebe lead this country, we shall come to pass. If he said, near Yamia Shishano, any part of any entity said, Ubia Timi Naneno, they which will believe in me, he said. Make me aye amagana asisa. Na because send your money at Dobra Amamia. It has a more confidence in me, and I will never disappoint you. I see say Ghana it was one problem. Na problem no. Enya brofo and ye solve. Enya brofo and ye solve problem no. Yɛde obi a ɔyɛ pragmatic a obi a ɛnyɛ buku nko a wobɛtumi asmɛne money baabi a sika obi a wɔ. Why do I say that? Nsase bebree a yɛwɔ yi a yɛbɛtumi ɛde ayɛ adwuma ama mmeranteɛ ne mmabaawa yi ebi ayɛ.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon, strong voice.
But you didn't be free.
I am from Chris in Casafri, New York.
Chris, ain't you?
Yeah. I dear Bakwa, the person I'm a lawyer, I'm a lawyer Williams, and I didn't know the buying in a material. But advice kakra message wo MPP mpanyinfo no ho. It means ye bra panya na ye papa anakunya what taking something bitter wo enyema nyina ho. Onya botre no a leader said no amane preferences say ko for time no a delegate wo ye se nyina ye nyina ye hu sa nyema no. Ba me se no said o se ko for akotu anado akotre ni ade ni nyina omu nyina e kasa no. Can who say a year to be obey Biano? We plan A na ya oko plan B. Oko plan B in a boa or some baba ebeshisha or Yemen in a ye. yɛnhwɛ kofoɔ ne ananado deɛ na ɔmo nso ɔmo akɔ 2 ɔmo akɔ 3 ne nyinaa no meme deɛ ne sɛ 2 na ɔmo akɔ ne nyinaa yɛansesa nneɛma no ankɔyɛ bottom down ɔmo hyehyɛ biribiara firi down na mo partyfoɔ no sɛ program ɔmo kora no a ɛfiri down no ba nyinaa na ɔmo asɔbo nanado deɛ 3 mmiɛnsa na ɛkɔ ne nyinaa no problem ba mu kora no a ɔmo start firi down no ɛsɔbo problem na ɛde hyehyɛ ba mo be start ba mu adeɛ baako pɛ a mo kɔ fa different town no mo hwɛ nguase a de aba party mu nti sɛ mo akɔ sɛ bottom down 2024 na de nguase kesi ya ba emna ya ba home no nso no mo san ba ye bottom down ni biem na sɛ mo pɛ nguase no west tin sɛ de ye nya no 2024 no nti ya bɛ srem pɛnfo no sɛ ade wo ye na nye ya san kofa ye nchi sɛ mo province kufo komiensa yanko certain free top bottom na do ko emprenan yanko certain free top bottom yakɔ certain free na bamyan so ni adi nkugo se a munyi top bottom approach no that yes MP for no so a mo yesa no mon kan wo se mo constituency ho na mo wo no mo constituency ho na mo wo mo nhwe mo na mo susu ja agumu amoto because mbekwa ko fa bibia na infected mom because my baby can then come down to your year because they because we first time we about parliament ukoye we ya o next time no what you want kasa be you want pro parliamentary no if you best from you bia nya fair na problem ne wonya yan some me fi say entity e de be kofa yankopo insha wonya wonya me nya adwuma
nyamin onso onsha also betimi afre 508 304 285 508 304-2825 frɛ na yɛntwetwe enkomo kimpolo bakwame ɔse a fundamental for no the exchange rate has sent you to opposition that's a kimpolo bakwame anoche abankwa Richmond ɔse if God says yes no one can say no Honorable Ken will lead NPP to power 2028 also that's ɔse say wopo say wonpo Honorable Ken campaign no ebeye de that's kimpolo bakwame Agata every year also no Ken no vote yedase. So bet me afre 508-304-2825 508-304-2825 fre na yentwetwe komo enche yebe sorry program ne so akwaje ahome kakra na about 8 p.m. ye ne lawyer Kusi betwetwe enkomo ene lawyer Kusi betwetwe enkomo about 8 p.m. at the US time 4 p.m. ye ne no be live e wase Florence baby a obia no das ichia papa paye afi so Benjamin Dixon tay kechire obi Emmanuel Sego Emmanuel Etrio Kwesi Ninsen monina kechire obi monina no ichia papa afi general onso ichia Gideon onso ichia na John Zobo Odame onso ichia ma entwa nyaki William Mame ma entwa baby a obia nyankopon enka ho baby obi a hwe free baby obi a tea free bia no yeda na se papa ne mo nko so na mo subscribe bonko so mo subscribe na mo share ma foforo so enya bi enhwe aha na de dwumadi no besi unu be ma ohne kofisafo ni let can be can t-shirt ne bi ho baby ewiase baby a wo bia no o de number na that screen so ofre na say WhatsApp ya e be make sure say onsa abeka mommy na ichia papa e ma George na ichia ma Babs ichia Evelyn da kwa ichia ohima afia mansa onsu yechia obi bia onyamre hwehwe no James Agyapong Jimmy obi bia ma mo de message by wa wo frɛ obi bia I appreciate mo pa momfa mo comment and as mo subscribe to Strong Voice Network na mo follow ye all the time ya dem nyama pankwa na de bebram aha na de dwumade no be so na be ma ohini kofisafo ni ya de Honorable Ken enwuma Ghana nwomtofo na nampedu ni every crent mo eboma Honorable Ken no eno ne de sorry yakra mo Yes, sorry, you know about ambushing. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. Good evening. I saw it here now because you are high evening.
Oh, evening. Maybe afternoon. Be so morning. Tinina and one is.
But I told me pay. Let can t-shirt maybe, but me person me to free Ghana. Me husband of Ghana obeba into nanka wajiabu.
Okay.
And me pe number no.
Number ya ode ye we show na me sorry ya ode me no be kasana. My husband or fine.
Oh God,
that bisu wa Accra. Okay.
Accra.
Any problem. So there ya me sorry ya me fro na match e kwan fa so anisa veka.
Me pa show you. Me that my rain feel. Na me ni abrepa mpeso oba ode brem na me.
Mate nti yebeka sana size so no ni mo size nti okọ no hwa ono abehu so ne yere de ono abehu ne yere sa okata na ni kura na oni mo size
okata na ni kura obehu
saja wadi body no agora nti oni mo size okata na ni kura obehu
oni bibia okata na ni kura oni sabe so
That's bye.
Okay. Mama Juma. My idea. I honorable Damasi. It's bye bye. Bye.
I said that to Ashe, when the Munam for Kennedy or here at Japan. I a friend a comprepon and Munam. One a papaye, Nahumobro, Tima, Abadaye, and any Yuma, and Shimuni. A comprepon, Ghana to 4 hours.
Training brand and Wuboyo, and Yamagina Maker. The actual Bronco no car party morning quagion, and no one send a maker. Every day is like your son. I tell Mono, a regional water no more brochure. Nanya Patenting, cause I would on your coaching, we see you. Come to me, Obaya, Bemma Jenny dear. Saran as you come to me, Obaya, Bemma in here. And bring me that Jano, Obaya, Befram into my me, your one and so, Obaya, Befram me, Copio. Ariana Zoo, Adé super dawaye. Akompre kun shira dosan. Adé super dawaye. Akompre kun shira dosan. Nyanka dawasio. Akompre kun shira dosan. Franfo dawasio. Akompre kun shira dosan. Mobro wambo dawasio. Akompre kun shira dosan. Olivier dawasio. Akompre kun shira dosan. Man dawasio asana wowo sarasu na jiwalaka onusu dawasio asana wowo akompre kwe ebi krento mesume dawasio medawasio mobodondo medi adawase ebe ikane. Papa yenti, diwagro,